out, get some work in. He was doing some work with Daniel Freitag. But I guess it just speaks to the overall game that John has. And he'll tell you he can get better still. He doesn't have to shoot it at a high clip necessarily to help his team. And his work defensively, his work on the glass, all those things just continuing to show how valuable this guy is.
Very much so. He had a couple steals, but what stands out is from the point guard position, your team got 8 rebounds out of him, 7 defensive rebounds, which means the other team was missing. They weren't getting second chance opportunities because you have him leading the team in rebounds. We talked before about the strides that he's made in year 2 and what his potential can be moving forward. He's been huge for this team, and really Wisconsin deserves tremendous credit for basically putting that game away in the first half, blistering from three-point line. It's so much fun to watch this team when they shoot like that.
You're probably too young to remember when Indiana basketball was like the cream of the crop. I'm old enough, but we got a little generation gap here because this is like a huge national. Wisconsin just boat raced them, but what's wrong with Indiana? Are you too young to have that perspective on what Indiana basketball used to be?
Well, I'm 40, Matt. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. When I was a kid, Indiana was still Indiana. Bob Knight was still there, obviously. I mean, my first memories of college basketball were in the early 90s, so I remember it vaguely, but obviously this has been a multi-decade stretch in the abyss that's sort of reminiscent to me of Nebraska football. I know Indiana has had occasional good years. Certainly I remember, the Zellers and what they were able to do maybe a decade or so ago. But Mike Woodson, as conversations have been had, what's being reported that his job is certainly in jeopardy, and it's because Indiana has not been able to break through. But I don't even want to say it's a different era, because Indiana should still be Indiana because of the talent that's in that state and because of what should be possible there.
Yeah, without a doubt, and how important the game is to people in the state of Indiana. But I guess it's just a reminder, the coach who's from there, the alum, it's not an automatic fixer to a program. We'll see if the reports are true and what happens in due time, but this is not the Indiana pregame show. It's the Wisconsin pregame show. He's Jesse Temple of The Athletic. We'll take a break. When we continue, we'll hear from assistant coach Sharif Chambliss in a couple of minutes. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Hear that? That's Jones All-Natural Sausage Cooking. It's almost ready to be enjoyed in your favorite breakfast sandwich or as a side with eggs. And that is Jones Dry-Aged Bacon with flavor you won't find anywhere else. You can really taste the difference our dry aging process makes. I'm Philip Jones, and quality ingredients and attention to detail are how we've been making breakfast better since 1889. Try Jones, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. And go Badgers!
To be a Badger, it takes dedication, perseverance, and an unstoppable drive for excellence. Our team at UW Health Sports Medicine is no different. We bring the same fierce Badger spirit to every surgery, therapy, and training, working tirelessly to keep Wisconsin's athletes at the top of their game. Whether it's nailing the game-winning shot or delivering top-tier care, UW-Madison and UW Health are a dream team committed to achieving greatness. Together, we don't just deliver, we dominate. UW Health. Remarkable.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
The big game. family, friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. Whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
Hey Badger fans, basketball season is here and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Wisconsin basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Wisconsin Badgers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Our pregame coverage continues with today's Badger Spotlight as we visit with assistant coach Sharif Chambliss. Personable as they come in basketball, or probably outside of basketball for that matter. Terrific on the recruiting trail. He gets the guys going every day with his musical selections at the beginning of practice, and someone who has just become a very good college basketball coach. And he knows that they have a lot of really good college basketball players on this year's team, including John Tonje, who has made the Oscar Robertson watch list as being among the top 50 players in all of college basketball. There are others who are very good as well, but ask Sharif about Tonje getting that recognition.
Pretty cool. Well, I mean, now we've got a lot of guys stepping up right now. I mean, the last game, Gilly James is what everybody wants to call him, as affectionately known as that within our team. Pretty cool, but I mean, Max came out of his shell a little bit. John Blackwell's been playing well, but a guy like John Tonje, he demands presence when he has that ball. He's so strong. He's shooting it at a great rate downhill. He's still able to get to the free throw line and shooting a great percentage at the free throw line. So it is pretty special for him. I know that this is something that he's worked for and that he's earned, because every day I open that gym, he's in there putting in that extra work.
Is that something where it's obviously the way he's been scoring it here as we talk, but he went through a period where he was maybe getting more attention than he has had, certainly at this level, but he broke through that. But as you mentioned, his strength. We all know he can shoot it, but the fact that he could score in a variety of ways has been a huge help for him, hasn't it?
Scoring around the rim, I mean, he's just so strong. So, you know, as a defender, you want to try to get physical with him. But if he has an angle on you, he's strong enough and smart enough to try to get around you. But I think him just being so humble, you know, and being grounded in his faith, he's done a great job of just no highs, no lows, just staying even keel. And it's been a joy to coach him.
You mentioned Gilly. I talked to him. It was earlier in the season, and just, you know, this offense has been really good for him, and the confidence that you all as a staff, like, if you're open, let it fly. We could talk about technique, this, that, or the other, but is the confidence thing as much as anything with a guy being able to knock down shots?
I mean, you think about confidence, Gilly's done a great job with that. Kamari McGee, look at him early in his career, and you know, we told him, we had meetings after the season, what do you need to work on, and you can definitely tell he's put in that extra work, shooting it from beyond the arc.
And the thing too about him that I need to talk about more and recognize, his assist to turnover ratio. It's better than 3-1, and coming into the year, it looked a lot different. I mean, I would think there's a ton of pride.
if Kamari's not one of the most improved players here in the Big Ten, he should definitely be up for Sixth Man of the Year, one or the two. He's done a great job with being a leader of this team, being one of the captains of this team, while even not starting. But the guys listen to him. They'll probably be talking here in a second. But our guys have responded, and our guys have done a great job just banding together, and our team unity right now is at a really good high level.
You got to say that the team unity, which is probably, I don't know if tricky is the right word, but certainly in this era we're in now with the transfer portal and all of that, this group seemed to, on the outside looking in, seemed to come together and click on and off the floor pretty early.
I believe this team really, really enjoys being around each other, on, off the court. I could call one after a game or on an off day, and they're usually with somebody else, which is pretty cool. Not a lot of, no significant cliques within the team. Whatever they do it all together, and it's fun to coach a team like that.
I've talked with John, with Tonje or Xavier, and like, were you Cameron Hunter? Who'd you lean on when you first came here? Who are the veteran guys? Who are the guys that you kind of turned to when you came?
Oh, it's funny because I was I had been in the league for 3 years.
Yes.
But last game I was able to have one of my former teammates come, Clayton Hansen, and he wore my number actually. So if we would have been shooting for the number, we might still be shooting today. But no, Clayton Hansen was great. He had been around. He was a walk-on, obviously for Wisconsin, and earned a scholarship. Zach Morley was the guy that was transferring in at the same time as me. So those guys, and then obviously Andreas and Mike Wilkinson. Me and Mike had a rapport growing up and playing AAU against each other. So really those 5 seniors, man. When you have an older, more experienced senior-led team, and we were senior coached. I mean, we were pushing each other. We weren't just calling each other out. We were calling each other up because we knew what we wanted to do as a team, and we had a great run.
Go ahead.
And I think that's what this team's kind of done. These older guys, Cam's been around for a long time. Max has been around for a long time. Steven, he's had his ups and downs, but he talks. He's been more verbal this year than he ever has.
Always, when you mentioned Clayton Hansen, it was good to talk to him a little bit after the game. There are moments of his, like in a comeback win against Richmond, the job he did on Julius Hodge, right, in the Sweet 16. It seemed like yesterday, like when I would bring up those moments. I mean, you've been around a minute now. You've seen a few things, but we're talking about him right now, and those are the things that pop into my mind on the floor.
And he's even a harder worker off the court. I mean, he was a great academic. He was a great student here, and just a great friend. It's funny because that's a 20. This And I know we didn't make it to a Final Four, but we left it all out there, and hopefully the fans enjoyed it.
That's Badgers assistant coach Sharif Chambliss, and that's today's Badgers Spotlight. Stay with us. The Notebook is coming up next as our pregame show continues. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Let's ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Where do babies come from?
Good luck, Dad. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys, I love this song. I love these nachos. I love our kickball league. Ugh! I love this guy. What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
This message is for Shauna, my mom who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You taught me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma. For you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You said
said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Badgers pregame show continues from Iowa City. The Badgers and the Hawkeyes here this afternoon. Time for our Badger Notebook alongside Brian Butch. I'm Matt LePay. Well, we'll talk to Greg Gard about this in a few minutes. Nothing like jumping on your opponent's night. (19-2), which is exactly what Wisconsin has done in each of its last two home games. And Brian, they never were threatened against Indiana. It never got to single digits after about 3.5 minutes into the game. That says something, because it'd be easy to let up a little bit. These guys never really did.
Well, no, it says something about both teams, right? When you look at Wisconsin, being dialed in and being focused. Now, they've got to come this afternoon and have that same attention to detail. And what's difficult? It just is. You get into the middle of February here. You've been on the road a lot. You have to stay dialed in. And I also think it says a lot about Indiana last game, because not to say that a team has packed it in or folded it in, but there was turmoil. Obviously, you hear the news about Mike Woodson saying he's going to be done this year and retired. If that comes out Friday, which it came out yesterday, there was already rumblings that were happening Tuesday when they played. So I think that's one of those things that, and as you get into this, Iowa's dealing this with Owen Freeman as well. Obviously, he's out for the year. How do you handle that news? And you've got two choices as a group. Either come together and play extremely hard. And I thought Iowa did that against Purdue. I thought they played really hard. They gave themselves a couple chances. Some missed free throws in the first half. The way they closed out that first half didn't give them necessarily a chance. Otherwise, they could have been up 10. Those sorts of plays and go different ways. But I think overall, in general, this is the reality of where you're at in the middle of February. Teams have to make a decision. Are we locked into this, or are we just going to finish out the season? Walk through it.
Yeah, this is the tester portion. If you want, we call it the dog days, whatever. Obviously, Wisconsin's playing pretty well right now, so maybe for those guys it doesn't apply, right? Yeah. But credit to Dylan Harper. He came back in, played really well the other night. You've got a Washington team that had high expectations. Great Osibor, with the big money NIL deal, and they're sitting there nestled at the bottom of the Big Ten. How do you push through here? In the coming days, and we're 1 month away from the end of the Big Ten regular season.
And here's the thing, right? As you ask that question, there's one thing that's true. You never want to give a team confidence, because let's just say Iowa, they say, okay, we're down 19-2. We're going to fold this thing in. But all of a sudden, you come out to this game, and it's a 12-12 game, and you're 8 minutes left, or you let Peyton Stanford get going, and now he's feeling really good about himself. We've seen what he's been able to do in one half against teams in the Big Ten. Those have been the games Iowa has won. So you can't give teams that are teetering back and forth about where they're at any confidence. And that's the challenge. This afternoon.
Well, but to your point, Iowa was down 15 in the second half to Nebraska. Caught them, won in overtime. Iowa's last win against a top 25 team, the Wisconsin Badgers.
Yeah.
Last February, they force overtime, and then they win the game in overtime. But yeah, it is as cliche as it is. No lead is safe. I think with a team like Iowa. Now look, what happened last month? 116 to 85. Like, oh, whoa, that was extreme. But we know Iowa struggles, and mightily so on the defensive end. But we also know it has the capability to put up a lot of points in a hurry.
Yeah, here's the thing: you talk about defensively. Iowa right now with Owen Freeman off of the floor from every area. Of the floor. So from the paint, from the corner three, from two, from top three, they're giving up 40+% shooting percentages. That's everywhere on the floor.
Yeah.
I've never seen that with Owen Freeman off of the. I've never seen that. The percentages, and I was reading the article where I saw that. I said that can't be true. So I started to dig into it a little bit more. And no, it was true.
Yeah.
So
vulnerable
that's where you have to.
all over.
And you. You have to take advantage of it.
85.5 points per game in conference play is what Iowa is allowing. Now, on the flip side, overall numbers, the Hawkeyes average 85.5 points per game. A little less, a shade less than 80 in Big Ten play, but Peyton Sanford's one of those guys, and you touched on it a couple of minutes ago, especially in this building in the second half, he can go off.
Well, and I think also, especially with the way he played against Wisconsin at the Kohl Center as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
which was a very, very quiet game for him. But he is coming off a 23.6 rebound, 5-assist game against Purdue. He hit 5 of 11 from the three-point line. He and Josh Dix are the main weapons there. Josh had 16 points in the game in Madison. Of course, on the Badgers side, you had John Blackwell with his career-high 32 points in that matchup on January 3rd. The Badgers hit 21 of 31 from the three-point line, a Kohl Center record-setting performance from distance for the Badgers. That is our notebook. More of our Badgers pregame show is coming up. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game, and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Wisconsin Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Hey, Badger fans, you want your family to be warm and comfortable during the brutal Wisconsin winters, right? That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryan Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant Systems and ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your local dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com.
Hurt teams, and we really got to do a job. Get guys to do things at a high level and do it for 40 minutes. And we got an 8-game stretch now left.
Wisconsin would be technically a 5 seed, but there's still 8 games left, including today. That's our look around the Big Ten, presented by the Big Ten Network. And we continue. We'll get Butchie's keys to today's matchup in Iowa City. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Hear that? That's Jones All Natural Sausage Cooking. It's almost ready to be enjoyed in your favorite breakfast sandwich or as a side with eggs. And that is Jones dry-aged bacon with flavor you won't find anywhere else. You can really taste the difference our dry-aging process makes. I'm Philip Jones, and quality ingredients and attention to detail are how we've been making breakfast better since 1889. Try Jones, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. And go Badgers!
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist, then the friendship. Cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Set the tone, dominate the paint. That way you control the tempo and everything else, especially with no Owen Frederick.
All right, it's Brian Butch and the keys to today's game. We're back with the starting lineups, presented by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Into a meltdown. And never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it, and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, know it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking. Now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Time for our UW Health Injury Update. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you, everybody. Up for Wisconsin here today. And for Iowa, of course, Owen Freeman out for the year. Had surgery on an injured finger a few days ago. And Cooper Koch, who last appeared against Wisconsin on January 3rd, he remains out for Iowa here this afternoon. Now let's get to the starting lineups, brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. Don't drop the ball, Badger fans. The Wisconsin DOT reminds you to drive sober. For the Hawkeyes, Fran McCaffrey at his 15th year at the school, the all-time winningest coach in Iowa men's basketball history, 293 wins. Here with the Hawkeyes, 544 overall in 29 years of being a college head coach. His front line made up of Seydou Traore, 6'7" sophomore out of New York, a transfer from Manhattan College, averaging 7 points, 2.7 rebounds a game, making his second start now. Peyton Sanford is a 6'8" senior from Waukee, Iowa, better than 16 points a game, 5.7 rebounds, as well as 3 assists. Riley Mulvey making his second start with Freeman out. Mulvey is 6'11" junior out of Rotterdam, New York, 2.7 points, 2.2 rebounds per game. Josh Dix is a 6'6" junior out of Council Bluffs, Iowa, 14 points, 3 rebounds, about 3 assists per game. And Drew Thelwell, 6'3" grad transfer out of Orlando, Florida, averaging 10.5 points, 2.3 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. He had 25 against the Badgers last month at the Kohl Center. For the Badgers, same five. Same five as usual. Stephen Crowell, better than 9 points, nearly 6 rebounds, 2.5 assists per game. Nolan Winter, 10 points, 5.5 boards a game. John Tonje at 18.5 per game, 4.8 rebounds, 1.7 assists over the last 4 games. Tonje averaging better than 23 points per game, knocking down 46% of his shots from the three-point line. Max Klusman at 10 points, 2.5 boards, 3 dimes. And John Blackwell rounding out the starting five, 15 points a game, 4.7 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game. Wisconsin leads this series, and much like the football rivalry, this one is close. The Badgers with 90 wins, the Hawkeyes with 86. Wisconsin has won 5 of the last 6. The exception was here in Iowa City last February 17th when the Hawkeyes defeated then 20th ranked Wisconsin in overtime, 88-86. Stay with us. The opening tip presented by Odyssey Brands is coming up next. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Badgers are born brave. They're not afraid to face a tough opponent or take on the impossible. At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, our team of doctors take on cancer with that same Badger stamina. Where others step back, we step up, researching, treating, and defeating even the most complex cancers, making us the only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center in the state. So now, from stadium to hospital, you can count on Wisconsin and UW Health to fight and win. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. WEAbenefits.com. That's WEAbenefits.com. WEA Member Benefits is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
An elegant, intimate experience in fine dining is right here at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge features choice cuts of Angus beef and fresh seafood prepared to perfection over an open flame grill, complemented by an extensive selection of fine wines and signature martinis. A passion for detail in exceptional dining. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Open Thursday through Sunday. Call and make your reservations today.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober. Or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringBeyond.
On the Badger Sports Network from Learfield, Badger Basketball is on the air.
When you think of Wisconsin basketball, you think about discipline.
Now to Max for three in the lead. He hit it from right of the circle. Max Klesmit.
You think about being fundamentally sound.
Rebound. Blackwell just took it away from Reese. Low in the left, lifted in off the glass.
You think about playing with a level of toughness.
Oh, nice pass from Blackwell into Crowell for the dunk.
Every day there's another step.
And the Wisconsin Badgers knock off third-ranked Marquette as they storm the floor at the Kohl Center in Madison.
On Wisconsin. Badger Basketball is brought to you by Fabic Cat, your cat equipment dealer throughout Badgerland. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison and Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, proud casino partners of Wisconsin Athletics. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards, proud partner of Badger Basketball. Tip-off is just moments away. Let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Badgers, Matt LePay.
Today from Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City, alongside Brian Butch, our engineer Dave McCann, and Tabor Mays back in our network studio. This is Matt LePay. We welcome you to Wisconsin basketball. Second half of conference play off to a good start for Greg Gard's Badgers, 2-0 in the second half of this Big Ten regular season, 8-4 overall. The Iowa Hawkeyes trying to get rights. They're 4-7 in league play, 13-9 overall. Before we get started, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger basketball from Learfield. Well, it's not a sellout, but it's a pretty good crowd here. That includes some Badger fans. Many make that trip down here, and given Iowa's deep love and appreciation of all things Wisconsin Badgers, there'll probably be a pretty loud crowd here today. It's always the case with the Badgers and Hawkeyes hook up. And Butch, you mentioned the Badgers playing well, dominated Indiana, had a really good second half against Northwestern. Iowa was close the other night against Purdue. They've lost 5 out of 6. They're without their best player in Owen Freeman. But as we talked at the pregame, their ability to score always makes them dangerous, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're the best in the Big Ten as far as what they're able to do and how they're able to score the basketball. I mean, the way they play, and they're going to fill it up. Now, defensively, Wisconsin's been much, much better. So look to them to do that, but you can't give Iowa the easy ones. You can't lose someone in transition. You can't have a turnover, and it's a live ball turnover, and they build confidence. I think the biggest thing, we know Wisconsin shot the ball so well at the Kohl Center this year against Iowa. But what I thought was most important is they didn't let Payne Stanford get going at all. They shut him down very early on and never let him get comfortable. And I think that's the key for this game is you can't let Josh Dix feel comfortable. You can't let Payne Stanford feel comfortable. They're going to have the ultimate green light. They've always had the green light, this, I don't know what, greener than green or whatever. Like, they're going to get 20-plus shots up because they just don't have enough guys there. That's going to be their formula. Dick's going to have to take 20-plus. Sanford's going to take 20-plus shots. How do you guard those guys?
Yeah, you mentioned it was Sanford. I don't know how many times he has looked visibly frustrated, but he certainly did that night in Madison, and he's just too good. He's a 44%-plus three-point shooter. Or make that Sanford actually this year, I beg your pardon, he's been down a little bit in that mark. He's 35%. The guy who's 44% is Josh Dix, and both of those guys, without hesitation, will let it fly, and maybe now more than ever without
no question. They got neon green lights. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's what it's going to be this game, and for the rest of the season for Iowa, that's what it's going to be as well. So how do you handle that this afternoon? It's crucial in this game.
Keith Kimball, Thomas Nunez, and Steve McJunkins are your officials. The Badgers in the traveling Cardinal in the white trim. The Hawkeyes in the home gold with the black trim as we are about set to go. Wisconsin and Iowa. Down at Carver Hawkeye Arena. They're at halftime at the Breslin Center, by the way, and the Oregon Ducks have hung 50 on Sparty through the first 20 minutes, 50-36. Oregon leading Michigan State. The Spartans 9-2 in the Big Ten, tied for second with Michigan. Purdue sits at 11-2. The Badgers and the Bruins are at 8-4.
And no Jeremy Fears in that game for Michigan State. He's out with an illness, and I think you see what happens throughout this league when your point guard isn't playing. It's tough, and that's Michigan State's going to have their hands full, and that's why you look at Wisconsin. They've had so much success because they've had guys come in and really, control that point guard position. It's been by committee, but, man, they've been very good at that.
Second game for the Hawkeyes without Owen Freeman. That means Riley Mulvey gets the starting call again, as he did against the Purdue Boilermakers. As we are set to go, Mulvey and Stephen Crowell will jump center as the crowd settles in. As we're ready for some good old-fashioned Saturday afternoon Big Ten basketball. After today, the Badgers will not play again until 1 week from today when they play Purdue down at Mackey Arena. The next home game will be a week from Tuesday against the Illinois Fighting Illini. It's been a hectic stretch of travel for the Badgers. 6 of 8 amongst this stretch. 6 of 8 conference games away from home. And as soon as Noah Eagle gives us a thumbs up, we'll be ready to roll here, right? Man, it's got a lot of cloud. Here we go. Crowell and Mulvey to jump center. And the toss and tap will belong to Wisconsin from our vantage point by the Badgers bench. Wisconsin moves to our left. And we are underway. John Blackwell to the front court. Iowa man-to-man. Mix things up on the defensive end. Blackwell high on the right. This by Josh Dix. Now hits the brakes. Throws to Winter. Turns to Tonje on the left wing. Seydou Traore is on Tonje. Now Crowell gives it up to Klesmit. Shot clock at 10. Klesmit slips at the crowd. Doubled. And a pass goes through Tonje. Blackwell is there. 5 to shoot. John will take the 3 left side and he'll hit it. A 3 for Blackwell to open up the scoring. Iowa moving to our right. Drew Thelwell, transfer out of Morehead State. Played well against the Badgers in January. It's a little bump from Mulvey. Top of the circle. Long 2 is in the air. Front rim, no. Rebound Blackwell for Wisconsin. Opening minute, 3-0 the Badgers. Blackwell out between the arcs. Throws to Winter. Wraps at the Tonje. Dribbles baseline right. Goes through the lane and stepped out of bounds. Trying to squeeze through a pretty tight window there along the baseline, and he stepped on it.
And realistically, it should have been back-to-back turnovers for Wisconsin. They got away with that first possession. Against most teams, that pass by Big Steve is going to be a turnover. Against Iowa, you might get away with it.
Yeah, they did. You're right. It took forever. It was going through traffic to get to Blackwell. Here's Traore, baseline left. Pulls, pops 10 feet away. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, knocked out of bounds. It will belong to Iowa, they'll say, as Crowell and Mulvey were battling for it. They'll say last touch by Stevie. Minute 11 into the game. It is 3-0 Wisconsin. Seydou Traore will inbound it with Nolan Winter in his face into Peyton Sanford, backing on Max Klesmit. Sanford out top now for Traore. Top of the circle, 1 dribble, flips to Drew Thelwell. Thelwell off the Mulvey screen. Thelwell left foul line extended, skips it to Traore, dribbles off the right wing of the lane, 10-footer in the paint, clanked off the rim, no good. Crowell the rebound. Outlet to Blackwell, right side of the front court. Minute and a half in, Badgers lead 3-0. Nolan Winter out to Stevie, open three straight away, and it's a rounded out, no good. Josh Dix the rebound for Iowa. Dix had 27 against Purdue earlier this week. He's up top. He'll try his first three today. He'll knock it down.
And there's a lack of communication in transition. Even though that probably won't show up as a transition bucket, it was a transition bucket. Gotta find him.
Yep, tied at 3, about 2 minutes into the game. Nolan Winter outside left. He'll toss it to Crow, high on the right. Gets it to Klesman along the right sideline. Back to Stevie. Gets doubled. Finds Tonje. Can't control it. Turnover, Wisconsin. Here comes Peyton Sanford. Whips to Thelwell. Wraps it Traore. Baseline left. Got caught up in the air and tried to get it out to Sanford. It's deflected out of bounds by John Blackwell.
And offensively, sloppy start for the Badgers.
2 turnovers early. It seems to be that early in the game is when the Badgers are most prone to turnovers. It seems like we have seen that a fair amount this season. Drew Thelwell out front against John Tonje, throwing a Mulvey left of the circle. Mulvey picks up the dribble, 8 to shoot. Now Josh Dix, left foul line extended fadeaway. Back rim no good. Traore the offensive rebound. Thelwell open for 3, and he hits it from up top. Second chance bucket for the Hawkeyes. 6-3 Iowa. 2:45 gone by. Nolan Winter outside right. Flips to Tonje on the right wing. Left-hand pass for Crow between the circles. Carter Gilmore will check in next whistle. Winter between the arcs. Now it's Blackwell. Baseline right. Mid-range jumper. Short. Rebound. Peyton Sanford of Iowa. 3 minutes in. 6-3 the Hawkeyes. Sanford weaving, stops left elbow, pivots, nothing inside, gives it up to Thelwell between the circles. Using a Mulvey screen, little hedge from Crow. Now Sanford, deep 3 left side, and that's a brick wide left.
But he's going to take that. That's why you have to be ready on the closeouts. Wherever he's at, you have to find him.
There's John Blackwell for Wisconsin. Bounce pass to Crow, right of the lane, backing on Mulvey. The double from Traore. Crow retreats, and Traore knocked it away and out of bounds. Carter Gilmore and Kamari McGee will check in for Wisconsin. As Crow will sit down, as will John Blackwell.
And you need Carter and Kamari right now because energy-wise, it's just lacking right now from Wisconsin. So hopefully these guys give them a little bit of a jolt.
15 on the shot clock. Klesman will inbound near the right corner along the sideline. Loops it into Tonje. Feeds Gilmore. Rotates to McGee. High on the left. 10 on the shot clock. Winter throws to Max. Open 3. Right wing. Left side iron and out. No good. Sanford the rebound for the Hawkeyes. Here comes Seydou Traore to the free throw line. Right lane line. Stops. Up short jumper. Good. And it's 8-3 Iowa. Not quite 4 minutes into the game. Klesman outside right, feeds Carter Gilmore, wraps it to Tonje, outside left. Tonje takes it off the wing, going to the goal, and the layup is good for John Tonje.
And I was just thinking about it, they continue to attack the paint. How many paint touches were there? Not a lot. There's a lot of threes, and I know Wisconsin wants to do it, but getting to the paint's good.
There's Thelwell. He'll throw to Traore near the right corner. Operates against Carter Gilmore. Now a step-back jump is no good from 15 feet away. Gilmore the rebound for Wisconsin. 15:40 left first half. 8-5 Iowa. Klesman outside left. He'll pop it to Kamari McGee. They work to Gilmore. Rotates Tonje on the right side. Tonje a step-back 3 right of the circle, and that's no good. The rebound to Traore.
Getting to the paint is good offensively because you can against Iowa. They're spread out. Look to turn that corner.
You would think they could a ton here in this game if they give themselves a chance to do that. Peyton Sanford throwing to Traore at the free throw line. 15 to shoot. Mulvey a handoff to Dix. Squares up. Flips a 3. Hits a 3 for the right wing. Josh Dix a couple of hits from distance. 11-5 Iowa. 5 minutes in. Kamari McGee high on the left for Wisconsin. And he throws it away. His pass goes into the hands of Riley Mulvey. Another Wisconsin turnover. Traore at the top. Gives it to Josh Dix high on the left. Quick close for McGee. Dix around a Mulvey screen. Right of the lane. Kills the dribble. Feeds Peyton Sanford. Leaning in. 14-footer. Off the rim and out. No good. Tonje clears for Wisconsin. 14:38 left in the half. 6-point lead Iowa. Klesman open for 3 and in transition. He drills a triple. It's 11-8 the Hawkeyes. 5.5 minutes into the game. Drew Thelwell high on the right for Iowa. Left-hand hip-high dribble. Takes the top of the circle. He'll throw to Sanford. Drives off the right wing. Out to Thelwell. Long 3. Left of the circle. Back iron no good. Rebound Nolan Winter for Wisconsin. And here comes Tonje for the Badgers. 11-8 Iowa. 14-10 left in the half. Winter Goes to McGee on the right side. Kamari feeds Gilmore left of the circle. He'll hoist up a three. He'll splash it. Carter Gilmore with a triple. We're tied at 11. The man is hot.
Well, that's the definition of hot. Yeah, absolutely.
He's 6 of his last 9 from the three-point line. Carter Gilmore is on a little heater this last week. Here's Peyton Sanford left of the circle. Out to Thelwell between the arcs, feeding Josh Dix high in the right. Tightly defended by Kamari McGee. Now Dix open, steps back. He'll launch a three. Left side iron, no good. Whistle inside. And a foul is called here. This will be against Wisconsin as they'll get John Tonje there. And that'll be his first foul as we hit our first media timeout. Today's game brought to you in part by Alliant Energy. Visit AlliantEnergy.com to see how Alliant Energy invests in diverse energy solutions for today and the future. And by Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, the best place for grown-up entertainment, games, and fun times. Your odds are better here. 13:34 left in the first half. Wisconsin and Iowa tied at 11. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Menards has everything you need for your next big project. Update the lighting in your garage or workspace with our great selection of utility lighting options. The high bay light features a 5,000 Kelvin color temperature, wet rated, and a long life over 100,000 hours, so you'll have light for whenever you need. Get the 11 inches high bay light for $89.99. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey Badger fans, it's Matzo Matt for Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza. Basketball season is here, and there's nothing that beats sitting and listening to a Badger game while enjoying a delicious Brew Pub pizza. Every game-winning shot and every sweet alley-oop deserves a pizza that's just as amazing, and you'll find that in a Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza. Loaded with high-quality meat and veggie toppings, then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese, Brew Pub pizzas are a swish of delish. Snag one today from your local grocery store or during home games in the concession stand at the Kohl Center.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
By Cleary Building Corp, built with pride before the Shamrock is applied. Explore clearybuilding.com today. Tied at 11 early on. Inbounds pass to Laji Dembele, who is in for the first time. Backs on crowd, left shoulder turn, and lost the handle as he was going up for that little half hook, and it's short by about 3 feet. Here comes Carter Gilmore throwing to Max Klesman on the right side. Bryce Sanford in the game for the Hawkeyes right now as well. Fran McCaffrey getting into his bench. 13-15 left in the half, tied at 11. Klesman high on the right. Bryce Sanford defending. Max dribbles off the right wing. A bump, he'll play through it. Left lane line fadeaway is wide right, no good. And Peyton Sanford the rebound and trying to tie him up. And getting the cheap foul there is Stephen Crowell. That'll be his first.
And that's a tough foul. There's nothing you can do. I mean, it just happens. You're both going for the ball, and Peyton has that ball, and Steve's in there, and bad luck is what that one is.
His first team's second, Drew Thelwell, high on the right, hands off to Dix. He'll get it to Bryce Sanford, Peyton's little brother, between the circles. A screen from Dembele. And now Crowell gets Bryce Sanford on the switch, stopping the dribble on the right wing. Dembele high on the right, throwing to Thelwell between the circles. Getting a Dembele screen, going to work, driving right lane line. Pushed it up, missed, but a foul. I think they're going to get Carter Gilmore here as Thelwell went on the attack. That'll be the first on Carter and the third on Wisconsin. The Hawkeyes have really scuffled as a team at the free throw line. Thelwell is 66% as a team. They're 68%. Big Ten play next to last in the conference. Thelwell averaging 10.5 points a game, and he is good with the first free throw. Jack Janicki will check in for Max Klesman. Hawkeyes lead 12-11 with 12:44 left in the half. Second free throw for Thelwell is good. Like I said, they're a great free throw shooting team. The numbers were lying. Thelwell is out. Brock Harding is in, 6-foot sophomore from Moline, Illinois. That was as predictable as
absolutely.
Cold weather and winter up here. And they get a little trap on Blackwell, and they force the turnover. Price Sanford to Dix, back to Price Sanford to the rim. The layup is good.
And that's what you can't have, right? That's what I was going to do without Owen Freeman. They're going to try to do some different things.
15-11, Iowa. 12:22 left in the first half. John Blackwell bounces the crowd. Backing on Dembele. The double from Josh Dix. Crowd trying to muscle through it, and he throws it away to Price Sanford, who threw it away to Blackwell. Feeds crowd to the rim. Layup is good. So they trade turnovers. Badgers get a bucket out of it. 15-13 Iowa.
That's why you don't save it underneath your own basket, young fellas.
Here's Brock Harding outside left, throwing to Peyton Sanford between the circles, defended by Jack Janicki. Peyton Sanford and the fall-away foul line jumper rattles through. First points for Peyton Sanford today. 17-13 Iowa. 11:45 left of the first half. Carter Gilmore. Left of the circle, throws to Kraut, feeds Janicki. Good look at a three, right wing. Clip the front rim, no good. Josh Dix the rebound. Brings it up the middle for the Hawkeyes. Throws to Peyton Sanford. High on the left, jukes right, moves left. Kills the dribble as he's guarded by Crowd. Dembele off the left elbow, hands off to Josh Dix. Left foul line extended, fadeaway jumper is good. Dix with 8 here in the first half. 19-13 Iowa. 11:15 left in the first half. Blackwell high on the left, rocks the dribble as Josh Dix defends. A throw to Carter Gilmore, feeds Kamari McGee, who gets fouled by Brock Harding along the left side. First on Harding and the first on Iowa, as we'll have the under-12 media timeout. Hey, Badger fans, if you're looking for the perfect in-game meal, choose a Brew Pub Pizza. Loaded with quality meat and veggie toppings, then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizzas are a proud partner of Badger Athletics and are available in your grocer's freezer. 11:08 left in the first half. Iowa 19, Wisconsin 13. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
An elegant, intimate experience in fine dining is right here at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge features choice cuts of Angus beef and fresh seafood prepared to perfection over an open flame grill, complemented by an extensive selection of fine wines and signature martinis. A passion for detail in exceptional dining. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Open Thursday through Sunday. Call and make your reservations today.
Hey, Badger fans, you want your family to be warm and comfortable during the brutal Wisconsin winters, right? That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryan Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems, and ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your local dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Hey, Badger fans, basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Wisconsin basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Wisconsin Badgers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
American Family Insurance is the official insurance partner of UW Athletics. Visit amfam.com/Badgers all season long for exclusive content, Badger fan sweepstakes, and more. And the unexpected happens every day when it does. Head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. 19-13 Iowa, 11:08 left in the first half. Butchie, 4 Wisconsin turnovers here, leading to 5 points so far.
I wrote down the exact. I mean, that's what it is too. It's been the turnovers And it's led Iowa to get out, kind of get going offensively as well.
Does that mean great minds think alike?
Wow,
or our minds
or
do
our
anyway.
minds. I mean, I don't know about great minds. But
John Blackwell in the crowd. Now Xavier Amos in the game for the first time. Gives it up to Tonje. Left-hand dribble. Steps back. Took a look. Now Crow will let it fly. Left of the circle. Book it. Stephen Crow, his first triple of the game. And the Badgers are within 3.
Good shot, big fella.
Yeah, of course it is. 19-16 Iowa with 10:45 left in the first half. Josh Dix out front against Blackwell, feeding Brock Harding high on the left. And the sophomore guard out front. He'll let it go for 3 straight away. Clip the right side iron, no good. It'll go out of bounds to Wisconsin. Stevie opened up the scoring against Indiana. There was only points of the game, but he started that flurry. He hit the first one. Nolan Winter hit the second. And thank goodness Brian Butch was working a TV game that day. I'd have been bruised up.
You would have been sore. There's no question.
Here's Tonje. He'll step back. He'll let it go for 3. Left side bounces in for him. Shooter's bounce for Tonje. We're tied at 19.
And that's a season he's been having. That ball had no business going in. But when you're having a season like he is, it's going to.
10:05 left of the first half. Peyton Sanford backing in on Janicki. Mid-post right. Turns to the block. Goes up. Throws off the glass. And rim no good. Rebound Stephen Crow for the Badgers. Outlet to Blackwell. To the front court comes John. He'll drive on Harding. Right lane line. Goes to the goal. Runs it up. Got it. It will count. And a foul. And one for John Blackwell. Just going to work. Taking it to the cup.
Well, it's being aggressive. Like I said, against Iowa, you can get to the paint. You can get to the paint, and that's exactly what John Blackwell does in that situation. Now, the reason he's able to get in the paint is John Tonje's on the wing, the same side that he's attacked from. There's going to be a no help from John Tonje. When you're starting to make shots like that, that's what it creates space.
Rock Harding the foul. Blackwell hits the free throw, and the Badgers are on a 9-point run. They lead it 22-19. 9:48 left in the first half. Drew Thelwell with a basketball for Iowa. Harding now on the bench with those 2 fouls. Here's Bryce Sanford driving left lane line. Picks it out Dembele. He'll let it go for 3 straight on. Off the rim and in. Haji Dembele. A shooter's bounce. He doesn't shoot many. 10 for 25 from the 3-point line this season. And we're tied at 22. 9:22 left in the first half. John Tonje whips it to Crowell, left of the lane. He'll find Blackwell in the paint. Backing is John. Turns into Peyton Sanford, and a held ball arrow to Iowa. He just turned right into that. Did Blackwell, as Sanford dropping down as the second defender.
But as we've seen, anytime the ball's going into the paint or the low block, Iowa's going to collapse. They're going to try to get the ball out of there and force another play.
9:13 left in the half. Badgers and Hawkeyes tied at 22. Dembele at the top of the circle. A handoff to Dix. He'll feed Peyton Sanford, left wing. Matched up with Max Klesman. Now it's Dembele. Flips to Bryce Sanford out front. Bryce inside. Dembele wide open, low on the left. He'll catch and finish.
Just bad defense there by Wisconsin. Dembele rolls to the basket, and there is nobody around him.
24-22 Iowa. Here's Blackwell driving on Thelwell in the lane. Low on the left. Missed the layup. Dembele the rebound. Outlet to Peyton Sanford. Through the center circle to the front court comes Peyton Sanford. Now it's Laji Dembele. Hands it off to Sanford. Flips a 3 right of the circle. Air ball out of bounds to Wisconsin. Nolan Winter and Kamari McGee will come back in. Crowell sits down, as will Blackwell. Seydou Traore in for the Hawkeyes, replacing Sanford. 8:31 left in the half. 24-22 Iowa. Kamari McGee brings it up the floor for Wisconsin. Scored 9 points against Indiana on Tuesday, hitting 3 threes. Klesman left wing. Max holds. Gets it to Xavier Amos. Baseline left on Traore. Reverse layup at the bottom of the rim. Got his own rebound. Muscles it up. Blocked by Traore. Here comes Thelwell the other way for Iowa. Bounces Traore. Barrels down the lane. And it just ripped away. A clean steal from Kamari McGee.
Just ripped away is right.
Here's Winter throwing to Klesman left side. Max goes into Nolan. Low on the left. Pushed it up and around the rim and in for Nolan Winter. His first points today.
They just got to that side pick and roll. They need to do that more often.
Tied at 24. 7:50 left in the first half. Josh Dix on the left-hand dribble against McGee. Top of the circle. Throwing to Bryce Sanford. Out front, Amos defends. Bryce Sanford bobs off a Dembele screen. Feeds Traore. Bobbles it. Gathers. Throws it back to Sanford. Bryce Sanford. Now Thelwell. Baseline left. Got by McGee. Scoops it up right hand. Off the rim. No good. Rebound back tapped out to Thelwell. Second chance again for Iowa. Dix out front. Winter is checking him.
Dix with the dribble. Driving down the lane, pushed it up and in. Pretty move. Good work from Josh Dix.
That was a really good move.
He has 10, 26-24 Iowa, 7:13 left in the half. Xavier Amos high on the right, throwing to Tonje. He'll try a three, right side, splashed it. Second three for Tonje, and it's 27-26 Wisconsin. 7 minutes left in the first half. Thelwell slips it to Dembele. Now a three left side, off the rim, no good from Bryce Sanford. The rebounded Max Klesman. Max up the left side of the front court for Wisconsin. Driving on Josh Dix. Max in the lane, fades, flips, hits. Klesman with 5. The lead is 3 for Wisconsin. 29-26 the Badgers. 6:38 left in the half. Drew Thelwell. Tries to get Dembele's screen. A hedge from Nolan Winter. A pass to Bryce Sanford outside left. Again off the Dembele screen. Stops top of the circle. Does Bryce Sanford. Slips to Josh Dix. He'll try a three. Back iron no good. Rebound tapped. Gathered by Tonje of Wisconsin. And here comes John up the right sideline. Barrels off the right wing. In the lane. And he took an extra step. Turnover Wisconsin. And that's 6 turnovers now for the Badgers as we have the under 8 media timeout. FS Envision Seed Corn and FS High Soy Soybeans are proud partners of Wisconsin Athletics. Get the seeds you need for the people you trust. Contact your local FS Envision and High Soy retailer or visit fsseed.com to learn more. 6:16 left in the first half. Wisconsin 29, Iowa 26. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and I dedicate a lot of my time going fast. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time-to-talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
The Wisconsin Pork Association reminds you to support a pig farmer by purchasing pork all year long. Visit WPPA.org for recipes and information. 6:16 left to the first half. Wisconsin 29, Iowa 26.
And it's really been the three-point line for Wisconsin, 6 of 10. And John Tonje has really taken over shocking. We're saying that, but the kids have been just special.
5 on the floor for Wisconsin. Tonje, McGee, Gilmore, Winter, and Blackwell. Bryce Sanford hands off to Josh Dix. He'll leave it for Drew Thelwell. Thelwell, right of the circle, shuffling right lane line. Stops, pivots, throws to Seydou Traore. High on the right, he'll backpedal with the shot clock down to 10. Dix at the top of the circle. A screen from Evan Braun's in for the first time for the Hawkeyes. A throw to Bryce Sanford. Swoops off the left wing in the lane. Flips it up right hand. Good. Bryce Sanford with 4. Iowa within 1. 29-28 Wisconsin with 5:40 left in the half. McGee high on the right, throws to Blackwell between the circles. A screen from Nolan Winter. John outside right. A pass for Gilmore. Turns it left wing for Tonje. Out to Nolan. Tries a three. Right of the circle, and that just grazed the front rim. No good. Traore the rebound for the Hawkeyes. Through the center circle of the front court is Seydou Traore. Stops, bounces Josh Dix. Stops right block. Gilmore cut him off. Dix needs help. Finds Evan Bronze. He'll flip to Thelwell high on the left. Thelwell against John Tonje. Bounce past Josh Dix, top of the circle. Shot clock is at 10. Dix walks the dribble, steps back, got loose from Gilmore. Jumper away, no good. The rebound to Blackwell. Here comes John up the right side with 5 minutes left in the half. 29-28 Wisconsin. As a pass from Tonje to Nolan Winter, low on the right, and he'll swoop it up and in.
And that's the difference. Right now, Wisconsin getting some side pick and roll. They're having success with it.
Bryce Sanford for 3, left side, and he drills it.
And you can't give up that transition basket.
Tied at 31, 4:40 left in the first half. Tonje on the right side. John against Seydou Traore. Tonje got caught up in traffic and got lucky there. Got hung up in the air. Pass deflected out of bounds. Saved by Bryce Sanford. Max Klesman will come in for Tonje. He got himself caught in no man's land there underneath.
Yeah, you can't leave your feet in that situation. You say Wisconsin gets lucky there. There's not a turnover. Would have been their 7th.
17 of the shot clock. 4:31 left in the half. Tied at 31. Kamari McGee trying to inbound baseline right. No one's available. And a 30-second timeout taken by Wisconsin. 4:31 left in the first half. The Badgers and the Hawkeyes are tied here at 31 in Iowa City. Well, we have a moment. We send our best wishes to my counterpart, Gary Dolphin, who is not on the call for the Hawkeyes today. Had a little mishap, little leg issue, getting that taken care of here this week. So we send our best to Buddy Boy. Dolph be back up and running soon. Well, Butchie's promised to buy a few for you at the Iron Bar.
I'll buy a few, Dolph. But if rumor's true that you got hurt on elliptical, Dolph, we're going to have a longer conversation.
I would come up with a better story than that. But hey, Dolph is the man. He is the man down here. The great Fred. Rob Brooks handling the duties on the Hawkeye Network along with Bobby Hansen. Inbounds pass Kamari McGee going into Carter Gilmore. Now Winter flips to McGee outside left. Kamari to the top. Goes to Gilmore outside right. Here's Winter at the top. Shot clock down to 5. Klesman high on the left. Going to have to let it go. Jab step. Deep 3. Off the rim. No good. And the rebound is Seydou Traore.
The ball's really not moving a lot right now for Wisconsin offensively.
They tied at 31. Traore at the top of the arc. Throwing to Thelwell between the circles. Thelwell with Kamari McGee defending. Shovels a bounce pass to Traore. Right foul line extended. Now Bronze flips to Bryce Sanford high on the left. Shot clock at 10. Peyton Sanford goes into Thelwell. Left of the Traore rather. Check left of the lane. The jumper away is good. Seydou Traore is Iowa with the lead. 33-31. 3:40 left in the first half. Nolan Winter outside right. Hands off to Blackwell. John surveys, now drives left hand. Finds Klesman, reverse layup. No, but a foul. Max Klesman will go to the free throw line. The play continues, but first the under 4 media timeout. Horsepower to amplify your willpower. Capability to kickstart your courage. They're standard in built Ford Tough Ford trucks and adventure-ready Ford SUVs. Visit your Wisconsin Ford store today. 3:31 left of the first half. Iowa 33, Wisconsin 31. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
Jerry?
Yes, honey.
Ooh, don't you think... Jerry!
I know. I'm calling Cleary.
You know, sometimes DIY means don't involve yourself. You can still have the building of your dreams. Just let the amazing team at Cleary do the work we love. Cleary Building Corp. Stopping do-it-yourselfers from injuring themselves since 1978.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology,
redefining Built Ford tough and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
The Wisconsin Department of Transportation reminds you to always drive sober. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. U.S. Bank scoreboard update. 15.5 minutes remaining in East Lansing. Oregon leads Michigan State 54-51. First half, about 7.5 minutes to play in Bloomington. Michigan leads Indiana 31-19. 3:31 left of the break here in Iowa City. Hawkeyes 33, Badgers 31.
Iowa 9 points off turnovers. Again, I know it's kind of what we talked about earlier, but 6 turnovers, 9 points off of those. I was trying to search for their offense, and I know it's crazy to say. Yeah. When I say search, they're really relying on 2 people. And defensively, needs to be shifted over a little bit. Josh Dix, we've seen it a lot. We don't see Iowa go a lot of isolation. We have seen Iowa go a lot of isolation now with Josh Dix especially.
Max Klesmit is at the free throw line, knocks down the first throw. Josh Dix with 10 points. Price Sanford has 7 for the Hawkeyes. Klesmit has 6 after making the first free throw, and the second is rounded out no good. Evan Braun's the rebound. 33-32 Iowa. 3:25 left in the half. Josh Dix out front. He'll throw it to Peyton Sanford. Whips it to Traore. Dribbles off the right wing, and the fadeaway foul line jumper. Back iron, no. Carter Gilmore, the rebound. Outlet to Blackwell. Up the floor, leads to the Max. Steps into a 3. Left side. In and out, no good. Kamari McGee, the offensive rebound. Blackwell open. Left corner 3, and that's short, no good. Josh Dix, the rebound. And here's Peyton Sanford. He's it for Price Sanford on the left side. Price driving to the bucket and lays it up and in. That was too easy.
Again, that won't show as a transition basket, but it absolutely is.
And it's 35-32 Iowa with 2:45 left in the half. McGee high on the right, throwing to Crowell. Wraps it to Klesmit outside left. Darts to Gilmore. Whips it left side. Open 3. Blackwell got it. We're tied at 35.
It all started because of the roll from Big Steve. They went side pick and roll. Steve rolled to the basket. The skip was there because the help needed to go on the inside roller.
Tied at 35. Here's Price Sanford. Spinning in the lane, out to Evan Braun's top of the circle. Hands off to Peyton Sanford. He'll drive it down the lane. The runner, right hand, no good. Rebound tipped in the air, pulled down by Gilmore of Wisconsin. With 2:15 left in the half. Kamari McGee up the floor for the Badgers. Whips to Stephen Crowell, throws to Gilmore. Sends it to Klesmit on the right wing. Max left-hand hip-high dribble. Bounces it to Gilmore. Posting on Price Sanford. Carter starts to back. Right of the lane. Backs to the block. Turns up in traffic. No. Rebound tipped over the glass. It'll belong to Iowa. Right idea. Just not able to finish it as Xavier Amos will come in for Gilmore. And John Tonje re-enters for Kamari McGee.
Well, right now, Wisconsin needs to locate Sanford. But not Peyton right now. It's Bryce. If you look at what he's been able to do as far as bring the energy, he's been able to get to the basket. He's 4 of 5 from the floor, 9 points. A lot of those have been layups. They've done a good job on Peyton. They need to find Price.
And here comes Josh Dix for the Hawkeyes. 1:50 left in the half, tied at 35. Dix between the circles, throws to Peyton Sanford. Carter Kingsbury in the lineup now for Iowa. Here's Price Sanford, left foul line extended. Throws to Bronze at the free throw line. Back to the basket. Flips it to Dix. Shot clock at 8. Dix left of the circle. Oops at Peyton Sanford. Left corner 3 is around the rim and out, no good. Rebound up and in for Carter Kingsbury, the 6'5 junior. 37-35 Iowa with 1:22 left in the half. Here's Blackwell outside left, throwing to Amos between the arcs. Feeds Tonje. High on the right. Tonje, left-hand dribble. Looks at the crowd, top of the arc. Feeds Blackwell wide open. Peyton Sanford fell down. Blackwell missed the open 3, left of the circle. Kingsbury the rebound. Now Price Sanford. Left side to the front court. Drops it back to Josh Dix. He'll drive it. In the lane, got tied up, and the ball's ripped away by Crowell. Long pass out ahead to Tonje. Runs it down right side with a shot fake. Now in the right corner. Goes to Xavier Amos with 50 seconds left in the half. Iowa up 2. Blackwell a whistle and a block called on Carter Kingsbury. Just couldn't get there in time. That'll be his first. Just the 4th on Iowa.
They've let him play. I was going to say, as far as a clean first half for both teams, it really has. There hasn't been a heavy whistle. It's been physical, but
4 fouls on Iowa, 3 on Wisconsin, 48.2 left in the half. Blackwell, baseline left will inbound, 37-35
That's
Iowa.
a second
Another
timeout. That's
wow.
a second timeout from an end line out of bounds.
Yeah, they were just totally out of sync there. Players talking to each other there. So, yeah, they burned 2 of them here with 48.2 seconds left in the first half, 37-35 Iowa. That's like a baseball fly ball. You take it. No one was moving.
And that's where the ball drops. Yeah. And when we talked about just kind of lethargic, I would say, a Noon's tip, and you've kind of seen that a little bit from this team.
Yeah, they got a few of these on the horizon, actually. Next Saturday, that's a noon tip Central. They got a home game against Oregon in a couple of weeks. That's an 11 a.m. tip. So get the blood going a little earlier here. Here's John Blackwell, baseline left. Looped it inbounds to Tonje. Tonje high and left. Dribbles to the foul line. Kicks it out to Blackwell. 15 to shoot. 43 to play. Here in the first half. 37-35 Iowa. Blackwell gets a high screen from Crowd. Driving right of the lane. Stops the block. He's in some trouble. Bounces the Crowd out to John for 3 in the lead. Off the rim. No. Tip dunk Xavier Amos. Oh, he goes up and spikes it with a right hand. Wow. Hello.
I'm going to say this. It was a heck of a dunk. But I think he used a little bit of leverage there as well. I'm not taking anything away from him. But that thing looked awkward as could be at first. But he went up and got that thing. My goodness.
And Fran McCaffrey taking his use it or lose it timeout. 27.5 left in the half. Wisconsin and Iowa tied at 37. First points for Xavier Amos here today. The Badgers, when they're protecting the ball, they're shooting nearly 47% from the field and 7 of 17 from 3, but 6 turnovers have resulted in 9 points for Iowa. Hawkeyes also with an edge in second chance points. It's 7-2. Shot clock is off, and the Badgers have fouls to give here, just so you know. 37-37 the score. 3 fouls to give here for Wisconsin's. Seydou Traore, sideline right front court, will inbound. Traore loops it into Josh Dix against Kamari McGee.
You have fouls to give if they need it.
Yep. Dix, edge of the center circle. 14 seconds left in the half. Dix hands off to Price Sanford. They weave it to Peyton Sanford. Weave game continues, and there's a foul. They'll get Blackwell. That'll be his first, team's fourth. 8.6 seconds left in the half. They will do this one more time. I was just going to say,
absolutely.
Price Sanford, sideline left, front court will inbound. John Blackwell in his face, tied at 37. Price Sanford looking, throws it into Josh Dix, and he gets fouled by McGee with 7.4 left in the half. Team foul number 5, the first on Kamari. So still one more to give, as Jack Janicki will be coming in for Stephen Crowd. Crowd with a foul already. Janicki does not have one. Just got to be careful here. Price Sanford, sideline left, inbounds to Dix. And now reaching in is Gilmore. That's going to be the second on Carter. And the sixth on Wisconsin with 5.9 left in the half.
And Greg is kind of looking at Carter like, no, not there.
Yeah, they didn't want him there.
There wasn't a need to.
No.
He was going where he wanted.
Side to side.
You weren't beat, none of the above.
Peyton Sanford, or Price Sanford rather, sideline right, inbounds to Bronze, out to Price Sanford, left wing jumper in the air and good. And that's how the first half will end, as Price Sanford with 11 first half points to lead the scoring for Iowa, which will go into the locker room with a 2-point lead.
Yeah, we talked about it. It wasn't Peyton Sanford you need to worry about. It was Price, and that's exactly how the game, or the first half ended. Excuse me.
Our score at the half: Iowa 39, Wisconsin 37. We're back with a halftime report presented by Culver's. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
How's business?
Good. Are you up to speed with the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements?
Sort of. What's it about?
It's a new initiative to help fight crimes like money laundering, fraud, and drug trafficking. A lot of small businesses like ours just have to report some basic info to the federal government about the real people behind them.
Reporting your company's beneficial ownership information is quick, secure, and free. And it helps protect U.S. national security. Learn more at fincen.gov/BOI.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Another teenager, victim to fake pills bought from social media. This doesn't seem like a drug deal, but it definitely is. Should buying prescription pills be that easy? Many fake pills contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. So listen, before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real. Brought to you by USPTO and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Halftime in Iowa City, the Hawkeyes lead the Badgers 39-37. Price, Sanford 5 of 6 from the field, 11 points. Josh Dix has 10. John Blackwell has 9 to pace the Badgers. Hawkeyes up a couple at the half. Coming up, our halftime conversation presented by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. We'll hear from Carter Gilmore coming up next. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Nope. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Wisconsin Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Hey Badger fans, basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Wisconsin basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Wisconsin Badgers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
Let's have brats for dinner.
Whoa, maybe not.
Hi, this is Fritz Usinger. Your home freezer can begin to suck moisture and flavor out of improperly packaged food products within a matter of days. That's why at Usinger's, we flash freeze our brats and then vacuum seal them to lock in flavor and seal out air. Just put them in your freezer, and when you're ready for a Usinger brat, drop the package in a bowl of water, and in 15 minutes, they're ready to grill. Remember, if it has an ELF on the label, you've got quality on your table.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is hiring social workers starting at $30 per hour, providing counseling and programming services, including substance use disorder programming to those in our care. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Wisconsin. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Time now for our halftime conversation as we visit with Carter Gilmore, the senior out of Heartland, Wisconsin. As you may be aware, he has had an eventful week for all the right reasons. Hasn't always been easy, though, and no matter the circumstances, Carter knows he can rely on mom and dad, Stephanie and Brian, not just as mom and dad, which in and of itself is very important, but they both played college basketball.
My parents, especially my dad, have always given me the tough love of you're going to work hard, put your nose to the grindstone. Grass isn't always going to be greener on the other side. All those lessons that as a kid I didn't really listen to, I didn't like to listen to. I fought my dad hard on a lot of times. But yeah, just growing up in my household around my family, not only my parents, but my aunt and uncle, my grandparents, all just super faith-based and solution-focused is what they really pride themselves on. And when I kind of hit the hard spots or stuff wasn't going as well for me, I was just able to turn back on everything I've learned growing up. And they obviously set great examples for me. And when the hard times came, they didn't just coddle me and tell me that everything was going to be okay. They knew that it was going to be a battle, that I was going to fight. They were always going to be there to support me, but that it wasn't going to be easy. But having them there supporting me along the way made it not only worth it, but doable for sure.
We'll have more of our halftime chat presented by American Family Insurance. That's next. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Are you seeking a better career? Rail Transport offers truck drivers a variety of driving jobs earning top wages. No CDL? No problem. Get paid to get your CDL with Rail's on-the-job paid training program. We're also seeking top talent for driver and customer support positions. To see all the career opportunities at Rail and how you can take home more and be home more, visit rail.jobs. That's rail.jobs. Rail Transport is a proud sponsor of the Badgers.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Wisconsin is home to some of the best educators in the country. The Outstanding Educator Program is brought to you by WEA Member Benefits, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Throughout the season, we are honoring incredible educators who go above and beyond for their students and communities. Do you know an educator who deserves the spotlight? Nominate them today at uwbadgers.com/outstanding educator. That's uwbadgers.com/outstanding educator. Because great educators make Wisconsin proud.
Feeling the pressure to find Valentine's Day gifts they'll love? Then you gotta go to Kohl's. They have something for every Valentine. Go fun and unexpected with a Lego set. Go luxe with a Sephora fragrance. Go classic with a diamond necklace and more. Then get 15% off some of your gifts, or you can save with a Kohl's card. However you plan to celebrate, Kohl's has you covered with lots to love. Select styles. Coupons do not apply to Lego. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora. Offers end February 17th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Our halftime conversation continues as we hear more from senior Carter Gilmore. We've seen the Badgers playing at a very high level in some lengthy stretches so far this season. Still, Carter believes they can be even better the rest of the way.
I think we've seen not the ceiling that we can get to, but what happens when our shots are going in at a high level. I think we show that we can compete with anyone when we're doing that. Obviously, we got to get our defense a little more consistent. If we can get that up to the top 25 at least, and really just putting those two things together. Can we have a good offensive game and good defensive game, and putting it together for a full game? We've had stretches where we do it for a half here and half there, but if we want to compete for a national championship like we think we're capable of, we're going to have to put it together for a full 40 minutes, and that's something we're still working on, but I think that the maturity of this team, that we not only know it, we're talking about it, and something we all talk about is that we can't be all talk. We got to go out there and do it with our actions, and I think that's something throughout the season we've learned, and some against the Northwestern that we all knew that, hey, this is a test, and we've had chances at UCLA and other games, and we didn't come out on top, so it's about time we go out and do it instead of talking about it. So
hopefully we can continue to do that and build upon that as well.
That's Carter Gilmore, and that's today's halftime conversation. We'll take a look at some of the first half stats presented by Ho-Chunk Gaming. That's coming up next. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Hear that? That's Jones All-Natural Sausage Cooking. It's almost ready to be enjoyed in your favorite breakfast sandwich or as a side with eggs. And that is Jones Dry-Aged Bacon with flavor you won't find anywhere else. You can really taste the difference our dry aging process makes. I'm Philip Jones, and quality ingredients and attention to detail are how we've been making breakfast better since 1889. Try Jones, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. And go Badgers!
The Kohl Center, Camp Randall, the Field House. This is where the magic happens, where the best players lead with passion, fight with power, and win with exceptional performance. And now it's time we add another house to our Badger community. Meet Madison's newest powerhouse player, UW Health East Park Medical Center. Home of top doctors and advanced treatments, all under one roof. So no matter the opponent, we're the place to defeat it. UW Health. Remarkable.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober. Or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
Looking for a fan favorite at your tailgate? Pork has you covered. Not only is it nutritious and delicious, but pork's got that flavor that your family expects. Firing up the grill? Try chops, brats, and ribs. Making appetizers or finger foods? Add bacon, ground, or shredded pork. Visit WPPA.org for recipe inspiration and to learn where you can source local pork. Wisconsin Pork Association is proud to support the Badgers and our farmers all year round. And you should too. Brought to you by Wisconsin's Pig Farmers.
At the half here in Iowa City, the Hawkeyes lead Wisconsin 39-37. We check out some of the first half stats brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming. Wisconsin's 14 of 30 from the field, 7 of 17 from deep, 2 of 3 at the foul line. Iowa 16 of 36 from the floor, 5 of 13 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 at the foul line. The Hawks a +1 on the glass, 10 assists, 6 turnovers for the Badgers, 7 and just 2 miscues for Iowa. Hawkeyes with the edge in points off turnovers, 9-4. Badgers with the paint point advantage, 14-12. Second chance points, though, favoring Iowa at 7-2. Bryce Sanford with 11 leading the way for the Hawkeyes. John Blackwell has 9 to pace Wisconsin. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison and Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, proud casino partners of UW Athletics. Before we throw to a commercial break, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield. Our score at the half, Iowa 39, Wisconsin 37. This is the halftime report brought to you by Culver's. The second half is coming up next. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Yes! I finally got my first phone!
It is exciting. Let's learn a few things about online safety first.
We can secure our world. Online security depends on you and me. Install updates, make better passwords. Think before you click, use multiple factors. That's how we can secure our world.
Learn more at CISA.gov/secure our world.
Everyone has a community, a neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. Community members can be your eyes and ears when you're not with your kids and alert you to signs of potential problems. Learn more at talktheyhearyou.samhsa.gov.
We get ready for the start of the second half. Iowa leading Wisconsin 39-37. The Badgers with those 6 turnovers in the first half, 4 of them coming very early in this game. Butchie, when they're protecting the ball, they're knocking down shots. Now, as you mentioned a couple of times, because you're going to maybe have to mention it a third time, you got to find Price Sanford.
Well, you have. I mean, he's playing really well, and he's got comfortable, got to the rim, so you got to find him. As far as Peyton Sanford, you're doing a good job against him. So I think understanding playing as five, sometimes when you're so focused on one player or two players like Josh Dix and Peyton Sanford, now all of a sudden you loosen up a little bit on some of the others, and that's what you're seeing. But we talked about the 6 turnovers. For me, the glaring number more than the turnovers, because we've talked enough about that. We haven't talked about the offensive rebounds. There's 5 for Iowa.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me is a number that shouldn't have it because, again, no Owen Freeman. Where is the offensive rebounds coming from? So you got to make sure you find a body, and especially because some of them are long rebounds, just based on the way that they play.
Yeah, you look at their numbers in the Big Ten, their overall rebounding numbers, they're -8.
Correct. I mean, and that's normally what happens. So for them to be up 1 in the rebounding category is an issue that I look at and say, okay, that's got to be fixed. And especially the 5 offensive rebounds. Between the 6 turnovers, 5 offensive rebounds, it's 11 possessions.
Yeah, and the points off of that combined to 16.
And that's, you're right.
Yep.
You know, and there was 9.5, now it's 16. Like, it's a big deal.
All right, we get ready for the second half. Badgers trying to get this regular season sweep. And a dominating offensive performance against the Hawkeyes in Madison. 39-37 Iowa. Second half about to begin. Badgers will move to our right. And the original starting 5, both sides here. And for Wisconsin, that means Nolan Winter inbounds to John Blackwell. You got Crowell, Tonje, and Klesman rounding out the 5 as we're underway. Nolan Winter throwing to Tonje in the right wing. Loops at the Crowell, right of the key. Double team with Peyton Sanford and Riley Mulvey. Klesman wraps it left corner. Winter tries a 3. Missed it short. Got his own rebound. He followed his miss, and they'll try again. Tonje deep 3 straight away. In and out, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It will belong to Iowa. The Hawkeyes will move to our left here in the second half. Leading by 2 as Drew Thelwell brings it up the floor for the Hawkeyes. Opening minute of this second half. Josh Dix out front. The screen from Mulvey. Dix weaving to the free throw line. Jumper away over Crowell. No good. Rebound Nolan Winter for Wisconsin. And it goes to Blackwell. John up the middle front court. Moved it inside. Crowd catches low on the left. One pump. Takes it right. Got fouled. Big Stevie getting deep. And he'll go to the free throw line. Josh Dix with the foul, his first.
Well, and it starts early, running the paint hard, burying the defender. Iowa had the switch on it because of that. Steve just stayed there and demanded the ball.
5 points in the first half for Crowell, and he knocks down the first free throw. Better than 82% for the foul line as Stevie. Badgers remain best in the nation at the free throw line. 84% coming in. Free throws were at a minimum. Both sides in the first half. Second free throw for Crowell. Knocks it straight through. We're tied at 39. 50 seconds gone by second half. Drew Thelwell circles out top. Going to Tredu Sayori. He'll try a 3, and it's good. Seydou Traore with his 6th triple of the season. And Iowa leads 42-39. Tonje outside right. Going to Max Klesman, top of the circle. Flips to Nolan Winter, sends to Blackwell. John on the left side, a toss for Crowell. Back to John, left side, and the jumper away, no good. Nolan Winter the rebound. Klesman turns to Tonje, right corner 3. That's in and out, no good. Rebound, Drew Thelwell of Iowa. He's pushing it up the floor. Thelwell to the line, little Euro step, flipped it up right hand, glass and rim, no good. Rebound cleared away by Nolan Winter. Minute and a half gone by, second half, 42-39 Iowa. Blackwell feeds Winter. Outside left is Max Klesman. Klesman against Thelwell, bounces the Winter, bobbles, gathers, single coverage Josh Dix, backing is Winter, turns to the block, up right hand, short, rebound up no, and it's knocked away out of bounds. It will belong to Wisconsin, they'll say.
It's got much better on the glass right now. It's 2 minutes in, they've been way more aggressive, Wisconsin has been.
Badgers 0 of 5, though, from the floor to start the second half. A couple of Stevie Crowell free throws. It's been it so far. About 2 minutes gone, second half. Inbounds pass to Blackwell. Blackwell gets a bump from Crowell, throws to Stevie up top, tries a 3, and it's off the rim, no good. Seydou Traore the rebound. Here comes Thelwell, right sideline to the front court. Throwing to Traore, top of the circle. Another three in the air. That's no good. The rebound to Crowell. Outlet Tonje. John wants to push it. Josh Dix getting back defensively. Tonje on the right wing. 2:20 gone by second half. 42-39 Iowa. Here's Blackwell to the line, down the lane to the rim, and then lay it up and in. Big strong take from Blackwell. Badgers within one. Thelwell the other way on the right side. Steps beyond the three-point line. Finds a curling Josh Dix at the right lane line. Now Mulvey hands off to Thelwell. Scoots outside right. Tosses it to Dix.
This is just isolation right now.
And here is Dix off the wing. Shot fake. Crowell holds his ground. Thelwell high on the left. Thelwell against Nolan Winter. 5 to shoot. Thelwell driving. Lost it as he went up. The ball flies. Ooh, they're going to say touched by Wisconsin. So Iowa keeps it with 2.9 left in the first half. Not so sure.
I think Iowa gets a break there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right.
That was just lost by Thelwell.
Gilmore in for Nolan Winter. 2.5 on the shot clock. Thelwell, baseline left looking. And his pass, inbounds pass, stolen by Blackwell. Dix is back. Here comes John, and he gets fouled by Josh Dix. So it all worked out for Wisconsin. There's a throwaway on the baseline out of bounds play. And Josh Dix picks up his second foul.
You're 3 minutes into the second half and already 2 fouls against Iowa.
Blackwell, baseline right, will inbound. Blackwell looks, lobs it in to Carter Gilmore, and his pass knocked away by Thelwell and out of bounds. 42-41 Iowa. Waji Dembele will come in for Riley Mulvey as Ray McCaffrey going to his bench early here in the second half. Tonje, sideline right, front court will inbound. Throw it into Crowell at the top. Work to Tonje at the top of the circle. They go into Gilmore. Loops it back out front. Crowell for three. Back iron no good. Dembele the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Carter Gilmore. It'll be Iowa ball.
I would really love to see Wisconsin just attack the paint a little bit more. I know they want to shoot threes, but right now get to the bucket because Iowa's just, you can.
Yeah, I agree. Here's Thelwell out front. Throwing to Peyton Sanford on the left side. Max Lesman defends. Sanford kills the dribble. Throws to Dix up top. Josh Dix puts it on the deck. And the mid-range fadeaway left of the lane. No good. Rebound cleared by Crowell. Here comes Blackwell up the floor. Feeding Tonje on the left wing. Throws it back out front. Stephen Crowell out high. Hands off to Klesman. Max off to Crowell. Screen to the right wing. Picked up the dribble. Max pivots. Throws it back out to Gilmore. 14 to shoot. Gilmore driving through the lane, right to left. Left side of Tonje. Blows off the left wing. Hanging up. Got it.
Thank you.
John Tonje working off the wing. He has 10. Badgers lead 43-42. Here's Traore on the right side for the Hawkeyes. Isolated on Crowell. Leaves it Thelwell low on the left. Easy money for Drew Thelwell. He has 7. 44-43 Iowa. 15:38 remaining. Here's Blackwell. Just lost his balance. Got away with a walk.
He absolutely did.
Here's Tonje on the left side. Eyes the rim. He'll let it go. And that's short. Rebound tapped. Gathered by Seydou Traore. Outlet to Peyton Sanford to the right side. Sanford to Traore. Out front. Drives on Crowell. Left of the lane. 10-footer good.
And you can't let him get going.
He has 9 now. Seydou Traore. 46-43 Iowa. 15:10 remaining. Klesman left side. Throws to Gilmore. Back to Max high on the left. Whips it to Crowell at the top. Wraps to Tonje on the right side with a shot fake. Tonje off the right wing. Turns to Max. Tries a three. Left side. Book it. We're tied at 46. Klesman with 9.
Big shot there.
14:50 remaining. Thelwell lost his balance on the floor. Gets a pass away and a timeout. An official's timeout there was... And we'll go ahead and take the under 16 media timeout. Not sure what that was all about, but we'll go ahead and take a break.
They had Traore calling a timeout.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they say so. All right. Badger Extra is the best website and mobile app for everything Badger sports from the experts at the State Journal. Go to badgerextra.com or search your app store today. And there's a timeout taken by Iowa. We'll take a break. 14:48 remaining. The Badgers and Hawkeyes tied at 46. It's Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hear that? That's Jones All Natural Sausage Cooking. It's almost ready to be enjoyed in your favorite breakfast sandwich or as a side with eggs. And that is Jones Dry-Aged Bacon with flavor you won't find anywhere else. You can really taste the difference our dry aging process makes. I'm Philip Jones, and quality ingredients and attention to detail are how we've been making breakfast better since 1889. Try Jones, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. And go Badgers!
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin fans, it's Matzo Matt for Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza. Badger games are intense, high energy, and an experience like no other. Games like that need a high-quality, go-all 4 quarters frozen pizza, and you'll find that in a Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza. Loaded with the best meat and veggie toppings, then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. It's a top-tier pizza, proud to support a top-tier program. So the next time you're visiting your favorite local grocery store and you're in the frozen pizza section, look for the pizza loaded with cheese. A Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Build Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Menards is a proud sponsor of Wisconsin Athletics and reminds everyone to save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards. And Badger fans, today's game is brought to you by the official products of Wisconsin Athletics, Brew Pub, Lots of Pizza, Old Dutch Chips, and Pepsi. Seydou Traore was the Hawkeye asking for and getting the timeout. So both teams with a couple available here. 14:48 remaining, tied at 46. Iowa the ball with 23 on the shot clock. Drew Felwell inbounds to Josh Dix. It's a Dembele screen. High on the left goes to Traore. A little bit of a factor here in the second half. Into Dembele in the lane. And double team, ball knocked loose, and was last touched by Felwell as it was pinballed out of bounds. And the Badgers get it off the miscue. And now the under 16 media timeout. Wisconsin basketball brought to you by Rail Transport, offering exceptional transportation services, truck driving jobs, CDL training, and so much more across Wisconsin. Learn more at rail.jobs. 14:38 remaining. Wisconsin 46, Iowa 46. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Save big money right now at Menards. Adding Knauf fiberglass insulation to your home is an effective way to keep warm and lower your utility bills by 15%. Plus, you can stack on savings with additional federal tax credits on qualifying energy-efficient upgrades. Get a roll of R13 craft-based fiberglass insulation for $12.99. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals.
Save big money at Menards.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is currently hiring correctional officers with a starting pay of over $33 per hour, plus scheduled increases and plenty of advancement opportunities. Plus, hourly rates increase for those hired for medium and maximum security positions. To learn more and apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit ewbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. Wisconsin basketball brought to you in part by UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers, and proud sponsors of UW Athletics. 14:38 remaining. Wisconsin and Iowa tied at 46. Badgers 3 of 11 from the field, 1 of 7 from the three-point line.
They use the word clunky.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the second half has been right now. Both ways here. Just got to find some rhythm here.
And Iowa showing a little press as Carter Gilmore trying to get it in, lobs it into Blackwell, and he'll get it across half court. Jack Janicki, Kamari McGee, Nolan Winter out there on the floor for Wisconsin. McGee outside right, Brock Harding defending it. They throw it into Winter, side pick and roll up the rim, no good, tipped up, no, and the rebound comes down to Iowa. Here's Price Sanford, 11 points in the first half. Traore blows off the wing, low on the left. Ladji Dembele will finish. Iowa in transition now has the lead, 48-46. 14-10 remaining. McGee on the right side, throws to Winter, rotates to Jack Janicki on the left wing. A pass for Gilmore, fakes the three, puts it on the deck. Gilly drives, dishes Winter, bobbles, is loose, and the Hawkeyes come up with it off of turnover number 7 for Wisconsin. Price Sanford to his big brother Peyton down the lane, and a reach-in foul called on Jack Janicki. And that should send Peyton Sanford to the free throw line as Janicki picks up his first foul.
And the passing angle on the last pass for Wisconsin, just a little too tight for the bounce pass. And you just knew Iowa was going to dig it out. One, because Iowa isn't really playing any big. So when you just talk about the leverage of where that's at, it's tough to dig that out. And Iowa had a bunch of smaller guys in there and closer to the ball.
Peyton Sanford makes the first free throw, just his 3rd point of the game. Crowell in for Nolan Winter. Sanford pretty close to automatic at the free throw line. And in that category, along with Jordan Bohannon, who has the all-time free throw percentage record at Iowa. Sanford hits the second. 50-46, Iowa presses back on for the Hawkeyes. Inbounds pass to Blackwell. Price Sanford defending, and the double from Traore. They loop it to McGee across to Gilmore, now to Blackwell.
I got away with all the travel.
That's a couple of them Badgers have gotten away with in the second half. Blackwell throws to Gilmore. Left side McGee, left corner Janicki. Flips a three, got it. Ooh, big three for Jack Janicki as the Badgers are within 1. 13:28 remaining. Price Sanford outside right, and try to shovel it into Traore. It's kicked out of bounds by Kamari McGee as Max Klesmit will come in. Well, Jack Janicki hit a three like a DH. Get your double and go sit down for a little bit.
That was a big-time three. We just look at it. I mean, it's a one-point game now. You're sitting there 4, and kind of felt like Iowa's had a little bit of momentum, and that three stopped that.
Tonje in for Blackwell. 23 to shoot. Brock Harding inbounds to Peyton Sanford. Left of the lane, backing on Klesmit. Still backing. And now a little double from Crowell. Dembele open. Foul line jumper. Rattles out. No good. Klesmit the rebound. And here comes Max up the floor for Wisconsin. Finds Steven Crowell. Thought about it. Turned it down. Gives to John Tonje on the left wing. A pass for Gilmore. He tries a three. And it hits off the back rim. No good. Crowell the offensive rebound. And it's knocked away from behind. And the shot by Peyton Sanford out of bounds.
And I don't know how Steve didn't get fouled on that possession.
The Badger bench kind of wondering. I was waiting for Stevie to go to the foul line, but it is just deflected out of bounds. Kamari McGee inbounds to Max. Open for three. Straight away, and it's off the rim. No good. Peyton Sanford the rebound for Iowa. 50-49. The Hawkeyes in an over and back as the Sanford brothers just not in sync. Price Sanford to Peyton Sanford.
And now, and this was going to happen. By the way, we're going to get some sort of a review. They're going to talk about it. Fran wanted to look at a look in the or an elbow to the face first. And
they're not going to look.
No.
Yeah. That was when Peyton Sanford got discarded down
absolutely.
Here. Yeah.
But this was not.
Yeah.
This has not been clean here the last 2 minutes of this half. I'll just say that.
That's safe to say. 50-49 Iowa. 12:51 remaining. Inbounds backcourt. Running it down is Kamari McGee. And he'll bring it up for Wisconsin. McGee high on the left. Stops the dribble outside right. Feeds Gilmore. Darts a pass to Max. Right corner three. Off the rim short. Rebound to Price Sanford. Well, Wisconsin's getting good looks. Just not knocking him down. Here's Peyton Sanford out high. Sanford high on the right. He's with Steven Crowell. Cross court to Price Sanford outside left. He's with Klesman. Bounce pass Seydou Traore. Moving in on McGee. Darts a pass Brock Harding. Walk with the ball. Trying to juke left. Move right. Turnover Iowa. Just the sixth mistake for the Hawkeyes here this afternoon. Iowa fans going, well, you missed two at the other end, but you got that one. That's how it works. Official fans always want to help.
Always.
12:15 to play. 50-49 Iowa. Here's Klesman on the right side. Max bounces the crowd. Low on the right. Wanted to dunk. Blocked by Traore. Comes down to Peyton Sanford. Up the floor. Finds Harding. Skips it. Price Sanford for three. Left side. Clanked off the glass of rim. Got his own rebound. Shot blocked by Crowd, but a foul. And we'll have the under-12 media timeout. U.S. Bank is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Together, there's nothing as powerful as the power of us. U.S. Bank Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. 11:56 remaining. Iowa 50, Wisconsin 49. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Basketball fans, Matzo Matt for Brewpub, lots of Matzo Pizza here. As much as our Badgers are a staple to our great state of Wisconsin, Brewpub pizzas are a staple as the in-game meal of choice. Brewpub pizzas are loaded with quality meat and veggie toppings, then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning mozzarella cheese, made right here in Wisconsin. Each Brewpub pizza is a swish of delish. So stop by your local grocer today and snag one and enjoy two of Wisconsin's favorite things, Badger basketball and Brewpub pizzas, with the ingredients for a great time.
Hey, Badger fans, you want your family to be warm and comfortable during the brutal Wisconsin winters, right? That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems. And ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your local dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
An elegant, intimate experience in fine dining is right here at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge features choice cuts of Angus beef and fresh seafood prepared to perfection over an open flame grill. Complemented by an extensive selection of fine wines and signature martinis. A passion for detail in exceptional dining. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Open Thursday through Sunday. Call and make your reservations today.
11 minutes, 56 seconds remaining. Iowa 50, Wisconsin 49. Butcher, you're using the word clunky. Clanky might work too. I mean, it's 4 of 19 for Wisconsin for the field in the second half. 2 of 11 from the three-point line. But now we'll say you're open. Keep shooting.
Yes.
Let it go.
And I understand, and that's why Wisconsin's, sitting there where they are on the season right now at 18-5. Because they believe, but at some point, I do want to still see them attack the paint.
Go inside, yep.
And it's mainly because we know what Iowa is on the defensive side. And you can, a couple ball reversals, and it's the party of the Red Sea. You can get to the basket at any point you want. But what Wisconsin's not doing offensively is moving it nearly enough. The ball's ticking. Iowa's loaded up. Now, all of a sudden, those driving lanes aren't there. Get the ball moving. Get the paint. There's a reason you're not making your threes. They're not coming from paint touches out. They're just coming from, swing, shot versus hit the paint, get the defense to collapse. Now you sprayed out, you get a better shot.
Price Sanford, a 61% free throw shooter, gets 2 at the line. He's good with the first. First point of the second half, he had 11 in the first, so he's been a boost. Seydou Traore has 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Hawkeyes. Second free throw for Price Sanford. Rattles out, no good. Tonje the rebound. 51-49 Iowa with 11:50 remaining. Tonje outside left, throws to Max right of the center circle. Klesmit gets a high screen from Crowell. A throw to Stevie, right of the lane. Back out to Klesmit. At the top. Max puts it on the deck. Left lane line, lost his balance, walked with the ball. Turnover, Wisconsin. That's 8 of them now.
I was going to say it's 8 on them, but we've seen a lot of traveling in this game.
Yep.
Both teams don't turn the ball over a lot. That's the crazy thing right now. When you look at where they're at, Wisconsin with 8, Iowa with 6. Both are right around that 10.
Yeah, it's about what they average per game. Klesmit comes out, Brock Harding to the front court. Tonje Dembele with a high screen. Harding driving, left lane line pivots, goes up right hand, danced off the rim, no good. The rebound to Tonje. With 11:22 to play, the lead is 2 for the Hawkeyes, 51-49. Tonje with a high screen from Crowell, drifts to the left side, throws to Stevie out between the circles. Angles right, gives to McGee. Kamari finds Gilmore, fakes the 3. Gilly in the lane, slips it to Carter. Now Tonje for 3, right corner, off the rim, no good. And Crowell got fouled on the rebound. Brock Harding got him.
Yeah.
That's 3 on Harding and 3 on Iowa here in the second half.
That's his third.
Badgers still cannot shoot straight here in the second half of play. Drew Thelwell is in for Harding. 11:04 remaining, 51-49 Iowa. McGee, baseline right, inbounds. Gilmore low on the left, missed the chip. He tried to tip it, got fouled by Seydou Traore.
I think it's going to be end line out of bounds.
Yep, it is. Yep, non-shooting,
which is the right call. But Wisconsin executed end line out of bounds. I mean, that's the breaking news in this game right now, which is great.
Yeah, they've had to burn a couple of timeouts in the first half because they couldn't get it to an open man.
And they had one earlier in this half. Where was that? So now another end line out of bounds opportunity.
14 fouls on Iowa. McGee inbounds to Tonje, outside right. Here's John, starts to go, hits the brakes, feeds Blackwell, sends to Crowell at the top. Out to John, off the right wing. Blackwell with a strong take, takes it to the rim, layup is good.
A much-needed basket because he attacked the basket.
Tied at 51 with 10:45 remaining. Dembele throws to Traore, high on the right. These are for Peyton Sanford. It's a Dembele screen, left of the lane, whips to Traore, 3 in the air, up top, that's off the rim, no good. Whistle, foul called as Price Sanford was getting the rebound. He got tied up by Tonje.
Grabbed his jersey.
2 on Tonje, 3 on Wisconsin here in the second half. And now Josh Dix will come back in for the Hawkeyes for Peyton Sanford. 10:35 remaining. Wisconsin and Iowa tied at 51. Thelwell, baseline left inbounding. Looking into Price Sanford. He's along the left baseline. Throws it Dembele. Feeds Traore top of the circle. Drifting to the right. Hands off to Josh Dix. Defended by John Blackwell. Dix right of the circle. Looking to go to work. Left hand dribble. Stops. Picked up by Crown. A switch. A throw to Traore. Flips a 3 right side. Off the rim. No good. Rebound. Thelwell took it away from Crown, but he stepped on the baseline. Yep. Badgers get it back.
I don't know how he got the ball. I'll be honest. But that being said, he steps out and gets it to Wisconsin, thankfully.
Iowa putting on backcourt pressure. Blackwell surveys in the backcourt. He's got Traore and Thelwell in his grill. They get it across half court. Pass deflected. Gathered by Kamari McGee. Left corner. 3 is good. The sweet spot for Kamari McGee. And the Badgers lead 54-51. 9:54 remaining. Here's Price Sanford. Knocked away. Tonje. Ball on the floor. Bodies on the floor. Big old pile. And they'll get a held ball arrow to Iowa. Kamari McGee, that left corner.
It's been.
Yeah. Better than 54% from 3 this season coming into the game. As good as it gets.
Absolutely.
19 to shoot, 9:48 to play. Badgers up 3. Thelwell, baseline left. Looks, still looks, gets it into Price Sanford. Tonje out on him. A throw to Thelwell, left corner 3 is off the rim, no good. Crowell the rebound for Wisconsin with 9:40 to play. Largest lead either team has had is 6. That was Iowa who had it. Badgers' biggest lead is 3, which is what they have right now. Crowell, a dribble hand off to McGee. Kamari to the line, and he got bumped in the lane. Throws it up. Will they get the continuation? No, I didn't think so. Badger bench was campaigning because that's why they make the big bucks.
Exactly, yes.
But they weren't going to get that.
Yeah, no.
It is team foul number 5 on Iowa. Dembele, by the way, the foul, his first personal. Kamari McGee, baseline left inbounds at Tonje, shuffles off the left wing. Now finds Kamari, outside right, fakes the three, puts it on the deck, in the lane, back out to Gilmore, rotates Blackwell, left wing three, off the rim and in for John Blackwell. And it's 57-51 Wisconsin with 9:07 remaining. Drew Thelwell out high for the Hawkeyes. Throwing to Dix at the left point. Inside feed, Traore catches. Backs on Blackwell in the lane and runs into Tonje. Gets it out to Thelwell, bounces to Josh Dix, tries a three, left side, good. Little bailout three right there from Josh Dix, 57-54 Wisconsin. 8:45 remaining. Blackwell throwing to Gilmore, high on the right. Feeding Crowell at the top. Laps it to Tonje, outside left. Tonje looking to go to work down the lane to the rim. Layup, no, but a foul. And again, the Badgers attacking.
Well, it started to, exactly.
Yes.
There's no secret right now. If you attack, good things are going to happen. They're starting to do that, and then that's when you get some of that spray out three. But you attack the basket, you're going to be able to get what you want.
Seydou Traore, the foul, his second, team's sixth. With 8:35 remaining, and John Tonje, a 92% free throw shooter, at the line for the first time today. First free throw is short off the front rim. Winter and Klesman coming in. Crowell and McGee will sit down. Peyton Sanford in for Bryce Sanford. 57-54 Wisconsin with 8 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Tonje with 10 points today. Averages 18.5 a contest. Second free throw is straight through. 58-54 Wisconsin. And here comes Drew Thelwell for the Hawkeyes. 7 points for him so far this afternoon. He sets the floor against Tonje. Thelwell throws to Dix. At the top against Blackwell. Josh Dix retreats. Shot clock at 13. Peyton Sanford for three. Left side, good. His first bucket of the second half, 58-57 Wisconsin. 8:10 remaining. John Blackwell out high. High screen, Nolan Winter. Blackwell throws to Nolan. Wide open three, right side, off the rim. No.
It's going to be a foul on Cutter Gilmore.
Yep, they'll get Gilmore. That's his third. Well, Peyton Sanford hitting a three, getting the crowd going. We have the under 8 media timeout. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune in to SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, channel 372 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. 7:59 remaining. Wisconsin 58, Iowa 57. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Nope. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk, drive sober, or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
Hey Badger fans, time is running out to catch Wisconsin men's basketball at the Kohl Center this season. Don't miss your chance to see John Blackwell, John Tonje, and the rest of the Badgers as they battle Big Ten opponents on their home court. Be part of the action and secure your seats today at uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. That's uwbadgers.com or 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
With more than 1,300 slot machines and a 95% average payout, Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison is your hometown big win. Make your next night out a winning one at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. 7:55 to play. Wisconsin 58, Iowa 57. Peyton Sanford hitting a three a moment ago, and that got the crowd going. He's erupted on a couple of occasions in the second half here at Carver. Hawkeye had 30 in the second half plus overtime against Nebraska, 21 second half points against Indiana.
And only 2 of 8 this afternoon. Now, Wisconsin's done a good job by staying connected, but you can't give him any space.
Here comes Drew Felwell for the Hawkeyes, met by John Tonje, now Max Klesman. High on the right, Dembele hands off to Felwell again. Nice Peyton Sanford took a look, puts it on the floor, stops at the free throw line. A pass goes through Felwell's hands. He gathers with 15 to shoot. Felwell out front, isolating on Klesman. A blow-by shot blocked by Winter, but they'll get a goaltending
now
call.
They'll be able to
They
review
will
that,
look at that.
And that's what this rule is so. Yeah.
Because you call it on the floor, they'll review it at the next media.
Yeah.
Yep, there's 7:30.
Which is a terrible rule.
Yeah, at 7:36 remaining, they won't be able to review it until the under 4 media timeout. So right now, it's 59-58 Iowa. The Badgers back on offense. Blackwell throwing to Nolan Winter. Feeds Klesman left side. And go into Crowell, left of the lane. A little double team. Now to Max. Feeds Blackwell out high. Tonje with it. To the line, down the lane, to the rim. Goes up. Got fouled. Bodies on the floor, including Laji Dembele, as John Tonje will go to the free throw line.
But what did Wisconsin do in that possession? Attack.
It's 2 on Dembele, the team's 7th. This is a shooting foul. Tonje will get a pair. With 7:12 to play, and Iowa leads 59-58. Tonje split his free throws a moment ago. He has 11 points today. His free throw is good. And we're tied at 59.
And I think until Iowa stops you from going to the basket, that has to be the focus. Giant little shot fake, got to the rim that way.
Second free throw is good for Tonje, and the Badgers get the lead back, 60-59. 7:10 remaining. Here's Thelwell to the front court. Tonje trying to stick with him. Thelwell high on the right. The Morehead State transfer feeding Peyton Sanford. Quick close by Klesman. Peyton Sanford dribbles to the left point. 12 in the shot clock. A pass to Traore. Driving on Winter. Pushed it up. Around and out. No good. Rebound tipped into the hands of John Tonje. 6:45 to play. 60-59 Wisconsin. Klesman throwing to John Blackwell. Feeding Tonje high on the right. Throws to Crowell. Flips to Blackwell outside right. Gets it to Klesman. Max drifting out. A feed for Tonje with 10 to shoot. Tonje baseline right, drives, and he got a hip check by Dembele. That'll be his third, team's 8th. A 1-and-1 coming up for John Tonje.
And that's where with 17 minutes left in the second half, Iowa picked up 2 cheap fouls. One was on a turnover, and they took one. They had 2 take fouls. Well, now that's where they're coming into play here with 6:29 left.
Tonje 3 of 4 at the foul line. He averages 6.3 free throw attempts per game. Mentioned he's 92% coming into this matchup. This is a 1-and-1 for Tonje. Eyes the rim, front end is good.
And back-to-back free throw attempts are, opportunities to get to the free throw line by John Tonje. What is he doing? He's getting to the basket.
61-59 Wisconsin, 6:29 remaining. Second free throw coming up with a grad transfer is straight through. He's made 5 in a row now. 62-59 Wisconsin. With 6.5 minutes remaining at Iowa City. Thelwell to the front court. Hands off to Dix. He'll feed Peyton Sanford. Throws to Seydou Traore at the left point. Nolan Winter checking him. Now it's Dix at the top of the circle. Dix against Blackwell with 12 to shoot. Peyton Sanford high on the left. Long 3 on the way. Nope. Rebound Blackwell for Wisconsin. 6:05 to play. 3-point lead for the Badgers. And here comes Blackwell to the front court. Screens from Crowell and Winter. Blackwell left of the lane. Throws to Winter. Nolan feeds Max Klesman on the right wing. Out to Crowell, top of the circle. Sends it back to Max, 10 to shoot. Klesmit dribbles off the right wing, darts to Tonje. Left corner three. Yes, sir. John Tonje with a big triple. And it's 65-59 Wisconsin. Thelwell quickly the other way, drives the lane, splits two defenders, lost it. Crow was there. He tried to split Winter and Crow, and Thelwell is down and hurt. Oh, he is in a lot of pain right now. It's kind of screened when he went to the floor, but the athletic trainer out there to look at him. But, man, it's an Iowa team already without Owen Freeman. And Thelwell is in a lot of pain. We have 5:33 remaining, 65-59, Wisconsin. He tried to split.
Yeah, he tried to split it.
And then lost possession of the ball and then went down hard, awkwardly and hard.
And I don't know if it's his knee or if it's his ankle, but I'll tell you one thing, and I know that it's not good.
5:33 to play, 65-59, Wisconsin. Greg Gard with his team in the huddle right now, and Fran McCaffrey is checking on his injured guard. Thelwell now is up, but very little weight on that right leg as he is hopping on his left leg into the locker room area for the Hawkeyes. You're talking about another key player for this Iowa team. Really terrific years at Morehead State, the winningest player in school history there. And mentioned he had 25 against Wisconsin in that January matchup. So Brock Harding is in. The Badgers have the ball up 6 with 5:33 remaining. And here comes Blackwell for Wisconsin as the Badgers get organized at the offensive end. Blackwell throwing to Tonje, high on the left. Tonje with a screen from Crowell. 3 on the way for Tonje. It's off the rim and out, no good. Rebound tipped. Josh Dix, tight rope at that baseline, gathers and throws to Brock Harding. Harding throws it out to Dix on the right side. Dix curls around a Dembele screen to the free throw line. Whips it to Traore. Baseline right. Stops. Up right hand. No good. Rebound. Nolan Winter of Wisconsin.
And if I'm Iowa, the shot's got to come from Dix or Peyton Stanford. Like Traore, I know has been involved, but it's got to come from one of those guys.
Here's Blackwell spinning in the lane, and he walked with the ball. He had it all set up, but he shuffled. And now Price Sanford will come in for Traore. Yep. When I saw Price coming in, I thought, oh, man. 65-59, Wisconsin, 4:51 remaining. And now Carter Gilmore will come in for Nolan Winter. You're doing the same thing, right? Here comes Brock Harding for Iowa. Harding outside right. Kills the dribble. Now it's Peyton Stanford. Dribbling to the top of the circle. Tonje defends. A flip to Dembele. Gives it to Harding. Harding baseline right. Whips it to Price Sanford. Top of the circle. Price drives up left hand. Good take for Price Sanford. 65-61 Wisconsin with 4:25 remaining.
If you're Wisconsin, continue to put pressure on the rim.
Here's Blackwell to the front court. High screen from Crowell. A throw to Gilmore between the arcs. He'll pass to Tonje off the right wing. Tonje retreats, feeds Crowell. Sends it to Klesmit. Out to Stevie. Skips it. Blackwell. Extra pass Tonje. He got bumped on the right wing by Peyton Sanford. And that's team foul number 9. Another 1-and-1 coming up for John Tonje with 4:05 to play.
But what is John doing, right? The ball's moving, which helps. But he is attacking closeouts. He's attacking closeouts, and it's getting him to the free throw line. There's no secrets to what is happening right now.
1-and-1 for Tonje. He has 18 points today. Front end is good. 66-61 Wisconsin. 4:05 remaining. Just so you know, the Badgers' last 2 games down here at Carver Hawkeye have gone to overtime. Just saying.
So if John Tonje keeps attacking closeouts, it won't.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you that right now.
Right there with you. Second free throw is good for John. Kamari McGee will check in for Max Klesmit. 4:05 to play. 67-61 Wisconsin. Biggest lead either team has had is 6 points today. Brock Harding. And a kick going to go inside as we'll have the under 4 media timeout. 3:59 to play. Wisconsin 67, Iowa 61. Back in a moment. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Need reliable waste and recycling services? Choose LRS. Driven by service and dedicated to sustainability. We're your partner in efficient waste management. Need more? We also offer convenient dumpster rentals and clean portable restrooms for any event or project. Trust LRS for all your waste needs. Visit lrsrecycles.com to sign up for service. That's lrsrecycles.com.
Hey Badger fans, Tony Drake with Drake & Associates, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. How do you prepare for the big game? You strategize, right? Well, retirement is your ultimate big game. And without a solid plan, it's like stepping onto the court without practice. But here's the game changer. Claim your retirement-ready toolkit for free from Drake & Associates. Just text Bucky to 262-600-2782. That's Bucky to 262-600-2782. Our retirement-ready roadmap is your playbook for financial success. Let's slam dunk your retirement goals together, because at Drake & Associates, we're your winning strategy for a financial game plan.
Drake & Associates is an independent investment advisory firm that offers different investment vehicles. All insurance products are backed by the issuing insurance company. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only.
Time to pick today's Old Dominion Best of the Game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best of the game and is proud to be the official freight carrier of Wisconsin Athletics. 3 minutes, 59 seconds remaining. 67-61 Wisconsin. Well, you mentioned it. Need to get to the rim, Butchie, and John Tonje is doing just that.
Well, he's doing that. When you look at the second half, he's gotten to the free throw line 8 times. 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Did not get there at all in the first half. The amount of pressure that he's putting on the rim, it's going to open up a spray out 3 pretty soon. But continue to attack that rim and put pressure on there. If you get to the free throw line, at the way that he shoots the ball, you're thrilled, right? Obviously, we know 91% free throw shooter, he gets there, but continue to put pressure on that rim is going to be crucial.
During the media timeout, they reviewed that goaltending call, which stands, so it does remain 67-61. Wisconsin leading Iowa. As the Hawkeyes will be inbounding with 24 on the shot clock. Brock Harding, baseline right, will throw it in. Looking and still looking, and he'll send it out between the arcs to Price Sanford against Carter Gilmore. Now picked up by Crowell off the switch. Price Sanford dribbles off the right wing, goes to Harding on the left side. A jab step, working against John Tonje. Brock Harding, left of the lane, turns up left hand and out, no good. Rebound tapped to Harding low in the left, knocked away Gilmore, loose. Peyton Sanford is there. Now Price Sanford to the line, stops left lane line, shoveled it inside to Dembele, and Stephen Crowell rips it away. They get a held ball, arrow, Wisconsin.
First one on the floor usually wins, and that's exactly what happened there. Big Steve gets on the ground.
And Drew Felwell is back into the game for Iowa to replace Brock Harding. How about that?
And if you're Wisconsin, you have to attack him. It's his ankle. You can see him hopping on it right now.
3:35 to play, 67-61 Wisconsin. Kamari McGee against Thelwell. Backcourt pressure, a throw to Blackwell. Across the mid-stripe for Carter Gilmore. He'll bounce it out to McGee as Thelwell. The empty right ankle defending. Screens from Gilmore and Crowell. McGee drifting to the right side. Kamari goes left side on the wing for Blackwell. Tries a 3. Bounced off the rim and out. No good. Hawkeyes clear the rebound. Hayden Sanford up the floor. 3:08 to play. And a bump and a foul on McGee. Team's 5th. His 2nd. 3:07 remaining. 67-61 Wisconsin.
Yeah, this is really smart by Greg Gard. This is really smart by Greg Gard, because now you've got Max Kuzman, John Tonje, and John Blackwell on the floor.
Yeah, Max coming in for Kamari McGee. Dembele outside right. Dribbles to the top of the circle. Hands off to Josh Dix. He'll turn it to Price Sanford. Dribbles off the right wing, and he got fouled by Carter Gilmore. These are tightening things up here. That is 4 on Gilmore, and the 6th on Wisconsin. 2:57 to play, 67-61, Wisconsin. Thelwell, baseline rifle inbound, into Dembele. He'll scoop it to Thelwell at the top of the circle. Tonje defends, out to Price Sanford. Starts to go, retreats above the three-point line. Gilmore defending. Josh Dix with 8 to shoot. Dix high on the right. Top of the circle, long three of the way is around the rim and out, no good. Tonje the rebound with 2:38 remaining. 67-61 Wisconsin.
And you've got to get John Blackwell in a ball screen action with Thelwell guarding. You just find the action to get into it.
Crowell throwing to Gilmore. Finding Max Klesman now outside left. Klesman out front. Feeding Gilmore. Sends it back to Max. 7 to shoot. Klesman sizes it up. Blackwell with 4 to shoot. John driving in the lane. Pushed it up. No good. And the rebound. Blackwell digs it out of there. And a foul is called on Iowa. Oh, what work by Blackwell. Dembele called for the foul. And that's his 4th.
That's just a great individual work by John Blackwell. Now, the ball should have gotten to John Blackwell a lot earlier in that possession, so he didn't have to go. I mean, it's that obvious.
Yeah, yep.
Right? Like, whoever Thelwell is guarding, you have to get him in the ball. Get him in the ball screen action.
That's team foul number 10 on Iowa. 2:08 to play. Blackwell shoots 2, and he is good with the first.
And I credit Thelwell for the effort to being out. Like, I mean, he's gutting this thing out.
Yep.
But you could tell he's playing on one leg.
68-61 Wisconsin. Blackwell made the first free throw, and the second rolls off no good. Rebound to Peyton Sanford. Here come the Hawkeyes, down by 7 with 2 minutes to play, and Thelwell gets bumped out high. Blackwell trying to work over the screen, and he picks up his second, and a 1-and-1 now for the Hawkeyes. 2:03 to play, 68-61 Wisconsin. Thelwell just taking those deep breaths. He is digging deep.
I was going to say, I give the kid a bunch of credit, but on this end, if you're Wisconsin, you can run some action, but it's got to end with whoever he's guarding.
1-and-1 for Thelwell is good. He has 10 points now. 68-62 Wisconsin. Both teams have 2 timeouts available. Iowa has the possession arrow. Second free throw is good for Thelwell.
If you're friend, you got to sub him out. That's exactly what it is. Yes.
Offense, defense.
Yep.
Traore is in. Thelwell is out. 5-point lead Wisconsin. 2:03 remaining. Press is on for the Hawkeyes. Carter Gilmore, no one on him. He'll throw it in. Shuffles to his left. Flips it into Max Klesman. Price Sanford out on him. And a pass intended for Blackwell is kicked out of bounds by Traore. 1:59 remaining. 68-63 Wisconsin. Shot clock 26. Inbounds pass to Tonje. He'll turn and go up the right sideline of the front court. He got fouled by Peyton Sanford, and John Tonje will shoot 2.
Now, I don't know.
Yes.
The last 3 minutes of this game, the whistle's been blowing different than the previous 37.
Yep. You are correct. We were talking in the first half, and really we've been talking the last few games where they've let guys go.
Yeah, no question. Yeah.
And now it's changed.
Yeah. Well, and for me, it's changed because the first 37 was called differently than the last. I mean,
Tonje, 7 of 8 at the foul line, 20 points today. First free throw is good. 69-63 Wisconsin. And now Thelwell will come back in for Traore as Fran McCaffrey continues the game of offense-defense. Badgers are 13 of 16 at the foul line this afternoon. 6-point lead for the Badgers. Second free throw, Tonje, is good. 70-63 Wisconsin. And here comes Thelwell, 1:55 remaining. Thelwell drives off the right wing to the rim, flipped it up left hand, no good. Blackwell the rebound. And he'll loop it right side for Max Klesman. Max will break the mid-stripe against Price Sanford, throws to Blackwell. Josh Dix is up on him. Left sideline is Blackwell, near half court. 13 on the shot clock. Blackwell high on the left, 10 on the shot clock. High screen crowd, Dembele hedging. Shot clock at 7. Blackwell to the free throw line, turns, shoots, hits. John Blackwell gives Wisconsin a 9-point lead. A minute 20 to play. Still work to do. Here's Thelwell, feeds Price Sanford. Starts to go, got fouled by Carter Gilmore along the left baseline, and that'll wrap it up for Gilly today. He'll finish with 3 points and 4 rebounds. Kamari McGee will come in. 1:15 remaining. 72-63, Wisconsin.
I'll tell you, that last shot by John Blackwell was something else, though.
Yes, it was.
I mean, it really was. And it gave him a little bit of a breathing room with a minute 15 left. I think that's the biggest thing.
Stephen Crowell has some blood just below his right knee. Greg Gard getting the attention of Keith Kimball, so do a little work on Stevie.
But that last possession, it gave Wisconsin breathing room.
Yes.
I think that's the thing. You're looking at a 7-point game now. It goes to 9. You know, even if Iowa knocks a couple three, like you have that. Mm-hmm. But I really have to give Wisconsin a whole bunch of credit for continuing, and it started with John Tonje, getting to the basket. Threes weren't falling.
Yep.
You know, you were struggling to find that rhythm. You're still 12 of 35, but like knowing when, I guess, and that's the experience of John Tonje, right? Like that's the experience. 12 of 35. Okay.
Yeah. Price Sanford at the free throw line. He is 1 of 2 today. He has 14 points, 11 coming in the first half. This is a 1-and-1. Front end, back rim, no. Rebound, Peyton Sanford. Now he's open. He got the pass from Price. Shot up, no good from 3. Dembele the rebound. Another chance. Price Sanford off the right wing. Goes to the cup. Layup, no. Rebound, Blackwell. 2 Hawkeyes to the floor. Blackwell cross court to Tonje with a minute to play. And the Badgers lead 72-63. Tonje splits 2 Hawkeyes. A throw to Klesmit, feeds Blackwell on the left side. Blackwell with a pass to Kamari McGee. He'll take it inside out on the dribble, and bodies on the floor. They'll play on. Max Klesmit wants Kamari back in the game. He's back in. The floater left of the lane is good. Thank you. Have a nice day.
And that is your game.
74-63 Wisconsin. Here's Peyton Sanford a 3. Clip the rim, no. Out of bounds to Wisconsin with 29.4 seconds remaining, and the Badgers are up 11.
I mean, a gutty performance. Wasn't always pretty. It wasn't always perfect, but you found a way to get it done. That's what great teams do.
Tonje will bring it up. Iowa calls off the Dogs. Shot clock is off. No need to do anything but burn off the remaining time. As, the Hawkeyes without Owen Freeman, without Thelwell for a stretch. Fran McCaffrey's team try as they might, but the Badgers will end up being a little bit better today and will sweep the regular season series.
And it really came down to that second half and understanding what needed to be done, time, score, situation, what wasn't working, and putting your head down and just getting to the rim.
And the Badgers end up winning by 11 in a bit of a deceiving final score. This game was tight throughout, but the Badgers get the job done. 14 of 17 from the free throw line, getting a lot of that work done at crunch time to get the win. And they're now 9-4 in Big Ten play.
And you look at 14 free throw attempts in that second half, 12 of 14. And it's just understanding what needed to be done. 5 of 18 in the second half from 3, but 12 of 14 from the free throw line and just putting pressure on the rim.
John Tonje, 9 of 10. He missed his first free throw, made the next 9. Final score, Wisconsin 74, Iowa 63. We're back with the Wisconsin Ford Dealers postgame show. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Kids ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Where do babies come from?
Good luck, Dad. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys, I love this song. I love these nachos. I love our kickball league. Ugh! I love this guy. What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Loved one owns a gun, and you're concerned about their behavior. You're worried they might harm themselves or others. You wish more than anything you could hit pause on this situation. In Illinois, a firearm restraining order does just that. In extreme cases, this order temporarily prevents a person in crisis from having a firearm, giving them time to heal before they do something dangerous. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal. Brought to you by the Illinois Department of Public Health, Brady and the Ad Council.
Badger Basketball has been brought to you by your Wisconsin Ford dealers, inviting you to visit your Wisconsin Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Fabic Cat, your cat equipment dealer throughout Badgerland. SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Wisconsin Badgers. Find tickets to Badger games and more. SeatGeek. And by UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. Visit uwsportsmedicine.org. Welcome to the Badger Postgame Show.
The Wisconsin Ford Dealers Postgame Show as the Badgers defeat Iowa this afternoon, 74-63. Joined courtside by head coach Greg Gard. Nothing like attacking the rim and getting to the foul line a lot with guys who know how to knock it down.
Yeah, the old school basketball there. When threes aren't always going down, let's do it the old-fashioned way.
And actually pretty good looks, too, right?
Yeah, we did. We did. It was just a matter of, eventually. And when we needed them to go down to get separation, they did.
But you look at your guys and having the experience, but understanding, hey, this isn't it. Put your head down, get to the basket. That's what John did, just to kind of give you a little bit of a buffer.
Right.
And then you could feel everyone breathe a little bit at that point.
Right. Yeah.
Were you emphasizing, hey, we got to get to the rim a little bit more, obviously?
Well, emphasize the thing we talked about at half. I had them tell me, as I always do, all the things that, what are you guys talking about? Because I leave them talk for 7-8 minutes before I walk in. And then, so I listed them on the board. And what they all really boiled down to, compete. Why run step for step with them? Let's compete. And I said, that'll help your defense. It'll help your offense. You compete, the ball will go in. So I thought we competed. We had more of an edge to us in the second half.
There's all kinds of things we could talk about here, but everybody knows in this league how dangerous Peyton Sanford is. He's really struggled. You guys really did a great job against him.
I think it's a really good job by a multitude of guys that were on him. He got one early where we made a mistake on a screen, but I thought other than that, we were pretty well attached to him, and really, our bigs did a good job too of shocking the ball screens and not letting the ball get downhill where we had to rotate and create closeouts, and you don't want to be in a closeout game with Iowa the way they shoot it and move the ball. So, defensively, I thought some good things.
He was 2 for 11. Yeah, I love your
the first one. Yeah, because we went underneath the screen.
That's what coaches do.
Right in front of me. It was right here, Brian.
I knew you were going to bring it up. That's why I'm laughing so
much. And I won't even name who went under the screen.
But your attention to detail, that's